requesting an ambulance to detail man screaming for one. Inside the Irish Social Club at number 19 Park Street, West Roxbury.
gather in this space for magic. We come to the movie canon to laugh, to cry, to care. We crave that indescribable feeling that streams over us as the intros start to roll in. And we go somewhere we've never been before, not just entertained, but somehow reborn. Together, dazzling images perfectly rendered on all of our screens. Sound that I can feel. Somehow, heartbreak feels good on a live stream like this. Our vibrant panelists and viewers represent the very best of us. United by our passion for cinema and art, our content is a testament to the power of community, crafted with precision and heart. Because here, they are. The movie canon. We make streaming better.
Hi, you're watching the movie canon? Watch Geo.
Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, The Movie Canon. I'm Giovanni, and this is Figures Talk episode number 18. It is Sunday, July 21st, 2024, and we have a stacked panel here tonight, the Canon Council, as I like to call it. So there's a lot of announcements, a couple of releases, and a lot of stuff going on for this show here tonight. There will be a giveaway tonight as well, a sideshow gift card of $25. I'll give you more details as to how you enter in just a bit here. My co-host, Mr. Danny Spatra, unfortunately, he won't be able to make it here tonight. So therefore, the championship matchup will be pushed to a later date, probably in early August is the aim right now. So still doing the giveaway like I mentioned, but the matchup will be later on. But and then of course Mr. Spachka will come back, and he is here with us in spirit. So there you go, Mr. Danny Spachka. So let's go ahead and bring in my Canon Council. It's been like 2 weeks since I streamed. For some reason I feel kind of like, I don't know, like this is the first time I'm doing a stream for some reason. But let's go ahead and bring in my Canon Council, like I said, as I like to call him. So you guys know this individual in multiple YouTube channels. He has his own Brick Artemis, and of course the Wolfpack under Jedi Knights Watch YouTube channel. So let's go ahead and bring him in here now, Mr. Brick Artemis.
That's frightening. Okay.
When you
Oh. Oh man. Okay.
Okay, you got the point, Brick. Let's move on.
I think I peed a little bit, but okay.
Kids at the orphanage call me Dick.
Well, children can be cruel.
Yeah.
What is up? Man, good to be here. I feel like it's been forever since I've been on. I think before all my vacation. So good to be on, man. Good to be here with you.
Thank you for coming back here, Brick. I really appreciate that. Like always, always a pleasure to have you on here.
Yes.
Now again, you were supposed to do the championship matchup, and I think you were probably ready to go. But
I was so ready, and Danny just kind of said, "Nope, he's got to do some practice." I get it.
All right. Okay.
I'm gonna give him a couple more weeks, and we'll see what happens.
Okay. All right. That obviously that's not the reason why he's not
I know.
But thank you so much, Brick, for being on here.
Yeah.
Like always, greatly appreciated there.
And Danny, we missed you, man. Hopefully get you back on here soon.
So we have him, like I said, in spirit here for tonight. But yeah, let's see here, and then you're ready for your big stream, Brick, that's coming up.
Man, I am. I don't think I've really been nervous for a stream since my first Wolfpack episode that I did. This is, well, maybe since the first Bugle 6 episode when I kind of went by myself with Flavio. But yeah, this is it's going to be a really big show. We'll talk more about it maybe toward the end of the episode. But a huge giveaway. So hopefully we can get some more people in there.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. So that'll be part of that big stream. July 29th. So I guess we'll talk about that a little later. But let's bring in our next Canon Council member. He has been here. Actually, all of you guys have been here before. So he was one of the challengers for tonight, and he still is a challenger in the next couple of weeks. You guys know him as Mr. 1Adam12. Adam, how you doing?
Hey, guys. How are you doing?
What is up?
So
doing great.
So I got some breaking news here. This just posted on X, formerly Twitter. This is from Danny. It is with deep regret that I end my campaign as champion.
Okay. Right.
It's been an honor to serve, but I fully endorse Brick Artemis and 1Adam12 to be co-champions moving forward.
Oh, co-champions.
Okay. Yeah. No.
You guys are splitting a title.
In all seriousness, hope everything's good with Danny, and look forward to seeing him in a couple of weeks, and looking forward to a great night, talking a lot of awesome announcements tonight, and look forward to the discussion.
Yeah. Again, thank you so much, Adam, for being on here. You've been on here several times. We actually had your intro ready to go, but I want to wait until you do your championship matchup with Brick and Danny.
Right.
So
cool.
we'll reveal it then.
I look forward to that.
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
But again, thank you so much there, Adam. My next guest here has been here for a while as well. He's just like several times he's been here, and you guys know him as actually different names. Mr. Classy Thomas, a SpongeBob SquareBalls. How you doing?
Classy.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, man?
How we doing?
Doing good. As a matter of fact, I declare myself the winner, even though I have never played. Okay.
Is this one of your classy
classy cheats?
Classy loopholes?
Classy.
Okay.
So yes, I formally declare myself the winner of all things, everywhere, all time. So
okay. All right.
Congratulations, Classy Thomas.
Well, congrats to you, sir. Congrats.
Congrats. Mr. Classy Thomas, I know you were in another stream earlier today. So again, you did that last time too. You had a long stream, and now you're about to go on another one. So thank you so much for being here, like always, Thomas.
It's always fun to be here. So I'm glad to be able to join you.
Awesome. Thank you so much again there. My last and final guest for tonight, you guys know him as Mr. Alex Montano. All right, let's move on to the next one here. So the other project that is maybe going to happen is the Rey Skywalker New Jedi Order movie. And with that reaction, let's go to you, Alex. What are your thoughts?
Alex.
Wow, I have a cool intro, man. I loved it.
Nice.
Nice. I really like that. I really liked it. Wow.
Thank you so much, Alex, for being on here. Greatly appreciate it. Like always, it was time for you to get an intro because you've been on my channel many times.
Oh, thank you.
So
it was pretty epic. I like it. Good to see every one of you guys.
Dude, love that hat, man.
Thanks, man.
That's awesome.
That's sick.
Thank you.
That's cool.
Awesome hat.
Always a new hat
Yeah,
going on over
okay.
here. Yeah.
I like that.
I've never seen the movie, but it's a cool hat.
Really?
I
You
used to
never
like
seen
you,
it?
man. I used to like you. This is,
All right.
I still like you. You need to watch
know.
it. You need to
I
watch
need to watch it. I know.
Yes.
I've needed to watch that movie for about 35 years. So.
it. Well, I think it's time.
You really never watched it? You goofing around?
I've never seen it. No, I've never seen.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Never.
Wow.
Any
Okay.
Indiana Jones movie.
Can I ask a really dumb question? Is that the first movie?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I've seen the first half of the first movie, and that's it.
Ah,
So,
well,
and
you
there's
need to watch
nothing
it.
wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Actually, you guys know me. I like old movies. I've never sat down and watched them. I don't know why. I have no idea. That's one of those where you're just like, no idea.
It
No
happens.
idea.
But now
So-
you need to watch it after this. If you have
Yes.
time, watch
And
it.
that's why I said it out loud, so it can like push me to watch it. You know.
Do it.
Okay.
You need to have a viewing party. You need to invite a couple of your friends on
go.
and do a stream or something like that and just watch it together. With
That
some
would be
friends.
fun. That would be fun. See reactions and whatnot. Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. So again, thank you so much, Alex, for being on here like always. We have one last guest that I'm just gonna bring in right now. So here you go.
Hello?
Hi, Rhodey, it's me.
It's who?
I'm sorry, it is me. You asked what you're asking about is me.
No, see, this isn't a game. You do not send civilian equipment into my active war zone. You understand that?
It's not a piece of equipment. I'm in it. It's a shoot. It's me!
So I guess you need a
shit.
big intro,
Oh.
Mr. Danny Spots.
Shit.
Wow.
What's good? Y'all
From
thought
the
y'all
netherworld
could
of the
escape
Force
this championship.
Wow.
You heard that smack talk, and now I'm screwed.
You
Oh,
know what's
no.
so funny, dude? I was actually in the bathroom. I was like, wait a minute. Hold my beer. Hold my beer. Hold on. Hold on. So, what's up, everybody?
What's up, man?
See you, man.
Well,
Good to
Danny,
see
you
y'all.
already
Inc.
heard that I've already declared myself the winner. So
Right.
you know.
Everyone's claiming your throne already, Danny. No
Go
matter what.
ahead, man. Look, I love how everybody's claiming it while I'm not here. That's hilarious.
And then we cower when you are.
That's funny.
The intro plays out. I was like, oh, fuck. As soon as Rhodey's on the phone, everybody's like, oh, shit. This
Right. But Danny, thank you so much for joining us here tonight. We weren't
I miss
expecting
you
you.
guys. I know I'm gonna miss a lot of pain. I know me and you discussed backstage. I just got my rib cage tattooed, and
Oh,
it's really
man.
painful to sit like in that position the whole time.
Whoa,
man, that's huge.
Oh, that's shit, Lord.
Wow.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
a little bit more than your rib
a
cage.
tap
That's
from,
like
here to here. Like
that's
get
like
it,
a what?
the ribs hurt.
From
though.
1/4 of your body.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, the ribs hurt, and that's
Yeah.
way bigger than mine.
Yeah, dude, it was.
Did you get
Ron,
that
you
in
already
one
know, bro.
session?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It goes- Sorry for the gory details, though.
I think you're a glutton
Dude.
for punishment.
Holy
Yeah,
Wow.
you can't really see, but you can kind of see. It looks kind of like venom. It's like pulling.
Dang.
It's my
How long
compound
did
V
that take?
power.
How long did that take?
Ouch.
This session was like 2.5, 3 hours. The first one was an hour and a half, 2 hours. This is part 2 of 8.
Oh, man.
8.
So,
Oof, 2
Yeah.
of 8.
Whoa.
That's crazy. That's
not to
crazy.
mention, since we're on the topic, I just wanted to show you guys this. This will be delivering to me shipping to me tomorrow. The Deadpool and Wolverine collab machine. This is my first
Oh, yeah.
machine, and I'm super pumped. And the week that
nice.
Deadpool and Wolverine comes out, I get my first machine, and it's Logan Themes.
What kind of machine
That's
is it?
sweet.
What does it do?
That is a tattoo machine, classy.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Dang, bro. You moving up.
I'm moving up. Been busy as hell. If y'all
That's
notice,
awesome.
my channel has been kind of inactive, and there's for a
Hey,
reason.
more important things out there. Yep.
Yep.
It's all good, bro.
Yeah, so that's why I really appreciate your time still being on here, Danny, as co-host, Figure Stock Champion. So, and yeah, and then being here in pain. So you're still joining us here tonight. So,
Of course, bro. Dude, Alex, that is a fire ass hat, dude. I love it.
Thank
You haven't seen the movie either, right?
Dude, what? Excuse me. Come on.
I thought he was gonna say. I thought he was gonna be like, I haven't seen it, but
Look,
Oh,
man,
yeah.
look, I grew up on Lucasfilm projects. Okay, all right, and as a kid, I actually preferred Indiana Jones to Star Wars. So,
oh,
yeah.
okay.
Temple of Doom was my shit, man. Come on.
Awesome.
Kalima. Yeah.
Okay.
Shakti.
So Danny, just to clarify this here. So, are you still ready to do the
Let's
matchup?
fucking go.
You're gonna be okay with it?
Let's fucking go.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Let's do it.
I'll have to set something up in a little bit, but
Adam, go grab your notes, bro.
I need my intro. I need my intro video now.
Well, now I didn't download it or convert it into the file that I needed to convert it. So now I don't have it, but I won't.
In the immortal words of Homelander, The Boys Season 4, Episode 8, I'm coming for you.
Oh damn! Okay.
Well, I mean, y'all can still do the competition, but of course I declare myself the winner. So,
okay.
So I just want to remind you of that.
You get the trophy.
Yeah, I get the trophy.
Okay, all right.
We're all winners.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get
Most
to the live chat because I see quite a few and they're already down. Okay, all right, let's do that now. Let's see, first one here, Mr. Kenny Lang. Good evening, collectors. Thank you so much for dropping by, Kenny Lang. You're always in the live chat, so I really appreciate that. Brick just warming up the chat like always when he's on here. Same thing with Mr. Adam. Renz Tolentino dropping by. Good evening, everyone. Hello there, Mr. Renz.
What's up?
Like always,
Our
appreciate
brother.
you watching us. I know you're not. I think you're like in the morning or something right now. So I really appreciate that. And then Mr. Classy Thomas as well. He's also warming up the live chat as well. Clinton Martin, howdy folks. Hello there, Mr. Martin. Thank you so much for dropping by. Well, anyone getting the Joker, Batman?
And the John Marcus Batman? Come on.
We'll talk about that in a bit here. And Danny saying that sorry he can't make it tonight, fellas. Have an excellent stream though. Happy Deadpool and Wolverine weekend.
What happened was there's a little bit of lightning, all right? It like started sparkling, and I was like, all right, fine.
Yeah, okay, right. Let's see. Clint Martin says, not me. Looks great though. Looks like you guys are just talking amongst yourself there. Kenny Lang says he's on the fence. So like I said, we'll definitely talk about that figure in tonight during the live stream.
Thank you. We're gonna have a great night.
Have a good night.
You all attempted to kick my ass. Let's do it.
Right here. While they're claiming your throne, right? Pop Culture Relics, Mr. Lewis saying hi everyone. Hello there, Mr. Pop Culture Relics. Thank you so much for dropping by. Let's see. Clint Martin says to Kenny, that head sculpt looks amazing and the paint on the suit looks dope. I'm just not that big of a fan of DC. I am getting the Artisan Joker and bought the DX19 after I pre-ordered it. Every time I see that intro, I'm deeply invested in the fate of that girl. Hope she's okay. Talking about the movie canon AMC little parody there. Nobody has seen her since Brick Artist.
There was no movie canon stream part 2. All right.
Well, there is. This is not the only intro that I shot.
Ooh.
Nor am I gonna shot. There's still another one that I'm doing. Kenny Lang saying, "Oh, just left out loud there for Brick." Mr. Yomo, Figures Talk. Let's fucking go. Thank you so much, Yomo, for being on here. Deadpool and Wolverine is coming, Yomo. So I'm sure you're ready. Don't tell me Danny's dodging that smoke, says Kenny Lang. He's here now, right?
Yeah,
More time to practice, Danny, says Lois.
It was like one of those wrestling matches where it's like all of a sudden we look back, we're like, oh no, he's walking out, and it's like, oh.
Just when Danny thought it was safe to go back in the water.
Yeah, right, exactly. Danny got scared, says Brick Artemis. So there you go. Then we have that right there. Stop ducking, says Kenny Lang. Damn, I didn't even notice all these comments before that you were going to show up there.
Oh, y'all are really claiming my throne in these comments. Okay.
Yeah.
Bring it on. Let's do it.
It says Danny ended his campaign today as champion and endorsed Brick and I as co-champs. Yeah, that's what you mentioned earlier there. Then Jose G. Hernandez, Jose Plus. What's up, fellas? Hello there, Mr. Jose Plus. Thanks so much for dropping by, like always. And then we have here, what is that? I can't see that. Are those peanuts?
Are those sponges?
Oh,
It's a bar of
sponges.
soap.
Okay. Maybe it's for SpongeBob SquareBalls, maybe. Classy, always a pleasure. Yes, definitely. Nick Bachman dropping by. Hello there, Mr. Nick Bachman. Greatly appreciate it, as always. Great panel tonight. Yes, thank you so much for that, Kenny Lang. Try to get amazing council members as often as I can. So thank you for that. Where'd you get that? Dropping by here, Mr. Cody. Thank you so much for being here. Goated Canon Council, says Yomo as well. Thank you so much there. Let's see. Now that's a damn intro, says Kenny Lang. I'm not sure you're referring to, probably Alex. Intro there. What is that? We were bamboozled. Okay, that's when Danny pops up. Okay. So what up, bro? Noble Young dropping by here. I don't think I've seen you in the live chat before. I don't think so. Welcome. Thanks so much for being here. Then saying just sheesh. How many breaks, Danny is asking Kenny Lang, in between? Then we have Yo community of collectors. I hope all are well. I did a thing last night, says Moose. Thank you so much for being here, Moose. I don't know if that's something to do with Deadpool. I think I saw something on Facebook, if I'm not mistaken. What does that say? At the weekend, you have my attention, says 12-inch Moose stream. It's kind of interesting that you said that there, Moose.
Well, gentlemen, you have my curiosity, but now you have my attention.
That was not planned at all.
Movie,
That's funny that you mentioned that there. 100% ready, says Yomo. And then Kenny Lang says for the tattoo. Okay, so they're asking about the tattoo there. Moss Toy Box. Howdy. Hello there, Moss Toy Box. Also, I don't think I've seen you in the live chat before as well. So welcome. Thank you so very much there. Okay, so it looks like we are completely caught up in the live chat. So let's start with the first topic here. And let me see, what is it actually? Okay. So we have this Harry Potter unboxing INART figure. So it looks like it's about to come out, right? So
that was quick.
Yeah, actually, yes. Yeah. I was kind of surprised. I was like, wait, what the hell? It's already about to come out? Because, we've seen the INART releases and the shipping that they're taking a long as time, right? So I was not expecting this at all. So to me, it looks pretty cool. But let me just share something here. Then we'll just do this real quick because I didn't want to spend too much time on this particular segment here. But let's throw this to you real quick, Danny. Because I know I don't think we've ever talked about Harry Potter specifically, but just very quickly, what are your quick thoughts on this here? While I'll play the video in the background.
Yeah, dude, this is a really cool release from INART. I think this kind of opens the gateway for a lot of like one-off IPs that are super popular. I'm always talking about The Boys, or you could do like Last of Us, and I think that this sells pretty well. I don't know, man. Like, given that they got this out so quick, it makes me think like, was the pre-order list low, or like, what's up? Like, I understand that there was some controversy with the Hermione figure with the legs, and that kind of pushed some people off with, wanting to go all in on this set. But I don't know, man. Like, if this is how it looks final product, man, this is one of that's honestly the most impressive childlike, real life likeness I've seen on a figure. And if that looks like the sculpted version, that looks really good. I like the base on that one a lot more than I like what they did with the Batman, with just like the grail, like kind of like, what was it, like metal piece he was standing on. Yeah, that book is really cool. I like how there's individual
details.
Pages. Oh, yeah. Dude, you're really getting your price per value here. If I was really into Harry Potter at the moment, I'd probably be all over this, maybe down the road. But then again, like when I think of Harry Potter, I don't know if I would get this version of Harry. I know this is the first movie and it's a lot of people's iconic versions of that. But for me, I'm more of like I like part 2, and I like Prisoner of Azkaban. You know what I mean? I like a Prisoner of Azkaban where he's like almost like teenager, but like kind of like Spider-Man age, where he's a little bit more relatable. And this is just a little bit more world building. But yeah, dude, this is a fantastic release. Not for me though.
Mr. Brick, your quick thoughts on this Harry Potter unboxing and reveal?
Yeah, I think he looks great. I think INART is listening to the haters and the fans by fixing those Hermione knees and trying to get this Harry Potter out quickly. So I could see this happening more and more in the future. I don't think it's going to break any records releasing early, but definitely speeding up compared to what they've done in the past. You know, and it takes time to do that. So I think the Harry Potter figure looks great. I'm a huge fan of Harry Potter in general, and I think it's really cool to see their first introduction to these Harry Potter figures being from the first movie, having all the 3 kids together. I think it's great. I really want there to be a Hagrid. I don't think there's any better character for these 3 specific figures to match up better with. But yeah, I plan on getting all 3 of these rooted version, and we'll see if that actually happens. But Harry Potter is the only one that I do not have pre-ordered, but I have a connection that I might be able to get it. So that's my
okay. Because I was like I mentioned this before in a previous stream that Ron Weasley figure that looked really good to me, and I was tempted in getting it, but it's like how am I going to get Harry Potter? I can't just get Ron, and so I kind of just passed on it. And any other thoughts from anyone else pertaining to this unboxing of this Harry Potter INART before we move on to? I'm going to show you guys the Hermione real quick.
Is that coming out too?
No, they just did an enhancement of the.
Show us the knees.
I was about to say, damn, INART, like.
Yeah,
yeah. Imagine. So they're like, way to
Here's
go.
Paul Atreides too. While we're at it.
Right, like damn.
I'll be ready for that. So they did this. So they did some enhancements for Hermione Granger, and they're showing the legs here, so it doesn't look very Megan.
There you go.
Covering the knee. I think they're definitely working on the legs there. It's definitely much better than when it was before. So that's
4K. Wow, why, bro? If you could have done this in the first place, what the fuck? I'm so confused. Like,
they needed that feedback, I guess.
Right. But did they need that feedback, or were they just trying to build like controversy and hype around this character? Like, I feel like would this character, this figure, have gotten much conversation as much as she did if they would have just done this to begin with? I think yes, because look how seamless that looks. Look how fantastic.
Wasn't there something like INART said something like, you know, if we want to fix the legs, or if you guys tell us to, we will. If it's that big of a deal, it's like, why? If you knew that was a possibility,
right,
like you said, like, why not just
do it?
I mean,
it just makes me laugh, man.
Especially as much as they're charging for the figures. These are not cheap figures. These are $550, $600 figures here. So it's like, I would think that you would
almost $2,000 for all.
And they're not much bigger than Yoda, bro. Like, they're kids, bro. Like, you're spending almost $600 for these things. I don't understand. And look, that like little strand of hair just falling out right there. That kind of makes me worried for people that are getting this, right? Like, how durable is that hair going to be? Joker's hair was pretty fantastic, but this looks a little bit lighter, right? Because it's not as textured.
Yeah.
So Gio raised a point that I've been wondering for a while about the Harry Potter figures. First of all, I'm not into Harry Potter. I was too old for this. Sorry, I'm just not into it. My daughter loves Harry Potter. I'm just not. It's just it came out when I was in my 20s, so it wasn't interested.
Fair enough.
My nephews and my daughter really interested. However, my daughter's 16. She's not getting these, and I ain't getting them for her. One of my nephews is getting married next week, and that's why I can't be on the show. So he's 27, 28. He doesn't have money for this. He's gonna, if he even did, he's not into collecting. But if he did, you know, he's worried about saving money for a house. And I think about I've been a collector since I was 3-4 years old. In my 20s, early 30s, I would get the Hasbro 3 3/4 inch. Then I graduated to Marvel Legends and the Black Series figures. The last couple years, my daughter we don't pay for childcare because she's older now. Some of the expenses that I had when I was a younger parent, I don't have anymore. So I have more disposable income that I can, afford some of this stuff. Is it too soon for a critical mass for these Harry Potter figures? Are the core audience too young still? I'm not saying not. I mean, some people certainly can afford it, but is there enough? Do you know what I'm saying? As opposed to the hot toys from Marvel and Star Wars, you have decades of fans of varied age groups. You have people over 60 to in their 20s, so you have a bigger critical mass.
I argue yes, though, Adam, because I'm the exact age group you're referring to. These movies were coming out as I was growing up, right? The first one came out in 2001. I was a baby, right? So my first Harry Potter film in theaters was the third or fourth movie.
Yeah, I was like 11 or 12 when the first movie came out.
Yeah,
but you gotta look at Lego. There are Harry Potter sets that are $300-$400, and many people buy those. Now that's Lego, mind you, and there's a huge
nostalgia
Lego population, and Lego's been around for forever. But I think when those people who collect Lego sets and Harry Potter wands and go to Universal Studios and stuff like that, they see this, I mean, they might pull the trigger. Now, is it enough? Is INART promoting it well enough for those Lego people and all these other Harry Potter fans to see this? I don't know. But I think if I were to tell a bunch of Lego people, like, hey, have you guys seen this figure, they would be interested.
Dude, I feel like there's a bunch of Potterheads that'd be all over this thing, right? I mean, like, this is like, there's Potterhead fans that are getting wands that are $500 to $600. What's $500 or $600 a piece for these characters, right?
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, this film, The Sorcerer's Stone or Philosopher's Stone, depending on the country you're in, that is the most iconic film, right next to the last film for a lot of people. So I think you're onto something there, Brick. I think these will probably sell well in the aftermarket, just because there are going to be fans like me who are like, you know what, maybe I do want to go back and go get Harry Potter figures because it does connect to my childhood. Or Brick, I know you're probably getting all three, right?
I for sure. I mean, I'm in a predicament. So for sure, I have Hermione and Ron like good to go, secured. But if I don't get the Harry Potter like I plan on, then I might cancel. You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say, dude, you got to get Harry Potter.
I'm like 80% sure I got this Harry Potter secured. So I just gotta make sure. But I don't want to be like, yeah, for sure. And then a year down the road, people are like, I thought this guy got Harry Potter. He's such a fake collector.
Dude, I don't know about you.
I gotta be honest.
If I had all three, I would love to
to
have like a 3D printed. What bus were they on? Where like the trinket of chocolates and whatnot comes across them.
Oh, dude.
Just building a diorama
the
where they're
triple decker or whatever.
Yeah, where they're first meeting each other. Dude, that'd be cool.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool, actually. Alex, do you have any thoughts on these Harry Potter figures?
I love these figures. Actually, I pre-ordered this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like, I think like for someone who is getting into 6 scale, buying a $600 figure for their first figure might be a little too much, Sure. Like for these fans, like if they sold them at Universal Studios, like if casual fan sees a $600 figure, he's not gonna buy it. Maybe he will, but I don't know. Like if thinking of me, like when I first bought a figure, like going straight to a $600 figure, I think it's way too much. But I'm 36. I grew up with this too, so there's a lot of people who are into this, but I do not know if most of the people our age are into buying this stuff. Like that's why I don't know.
To be fair, like at Universal Studios, you wouldn't be finding these INART figures for $500 or $600. They would be charging $1,000 or $1,200 for these things.
And people in Europe are going to be buying the shit out of this. Like England, man. Everywhere I went to London for a week, and everywhere I went, it was Harry Potter. It was like, jeez, that's still like
Star Wars for them, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
I don't know if I heard this or I read this somewhere, or maybe I'm just completely wrong, but I thought I saw something about that Ron wasn't doing that well when it comes to sales.
That makes
for
sense.
the pre-orders. I'm not entirely sure. I thought I heard that somewhere, but I don't know, because I know it was still available, because you know how I have the code for 16K. I know I've seen it. It was still available. The cutoff date already passed, but I did see it the whole time. I never saw that it sold out.
And he's the best looking one, if you ask me.
Yeah, exactly. Jose Plus is saying, anyone know where I can still? Oh no, that was another one here. Where was it?
I would try William Wang. He seems to have a lot of good connections with these figures.
Oh yeah, 'cause I thought I already read this one here. Collectic Joy dropping by. So look at this beautiful panel.
Hey,
and
Joey.
chat. Thank
What's
you so
up,
much
Bob?
for being
Good
here.
to see you, brother.
Let's see. Does the INART site have any, or at least a waiting list? Yeah, they don't have those on the INART website anymore. And I don't think you can order it directly from here if you're in the US. Then Thomas, any thoughts on these Harry Potter figures or the Hermione one?
I think Hermione, that improvement to the leg made a huge difference, because I think that for figures that are this high end, and I'm not talking about just the price, but but when you look at the accessories and everything, the diorama, everything that comes with it, it is such a high. They have done such a great job at producing such a high quality thing. To put those unsightly knees on that figure was a disgrace. And I'm glad that they corrected that, because, I mean, right now, when you're looking at this, you're capturing, it's almost like you are capturing a photo. So everything looks realistic. And then you see Hermione, and she's got these knees, and it breaks the illusion. And especially if you're trying to pose all three together. So I'm glad that they fixed that. And as far as like sales, these the Potterheads, I'll tell you what, listen, some of you in here are Star Wars collectors, and you know how committed you are. The people in the Potter universe, I'm sorry, that is a level of commitment that equals that. I was at at Dragon Con in Atlanta quite a few years ago, and I was just hanging out with the Harry Potter folks, and they're saying, "What house are you? What house are you?" And everybody's all in. I said, "I don't know." I said, "Well, of course, Jill, I had to cheat." I said, "Well, the Sorting Hat gave me 2 houses. They said I could be
sure."
Yeah, so I called myself a hybrid of Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff. So I said I'm a Huffleclaw, and so I said that's who I am. And so I kind of the Sorting Hat listens to me. So but yeah, I think that this is going to do very well. I think the second market, I mean the aftermarket, I think when people decide to sell them, like if some people are just purchasing this so they can resell it, I think that the initial introduction into the market is going to do very well for these figures. Because like I said, they are very popular. They may not be as popular with our group of collectors, because I think people who collect Star Wars and superheroes, they prefer to see adult figures, but the Harry Potter fans are used to seeing the children, and that's what they see when they see this. When they see this, they get a chance to see that vision. So I think they're going to do very well. I hope Ron picks up, because he's actually one of my favorites of the 3, and but that Harry turned out really good too. I mean, in looking at it, it kind of makes me wish that I had given some consideration, but it really is not something that I need. It's something I kind of would want. And like I said, I'm almost 60. I am a Potter fan, though. I do enjoy the movies and things like that. But yeah, I kind of wish that I had gotten them, but it's not really something I need, and I have other priorities that will go above Harry Potter, unfortunately. So I think for the collectors who are getting them, congratulations, and I hope they meet your expectations and give you great joy in looking at them in your collection.
Yeah, because we know Zord picked all these Harry Potter. So
really?
Curious to see when he gets his when he does his photos and videos and stuff. Jose Plus is asking Brick, what's the connection? Let me know, he says. Andrew Gomez saying, hey, hello there, Andrew Gomez. I don't think I've seen you in the live chat before, so thank you so much for being here. Kenny Lang says, INART loves the controversy, so that might be it. Those accessories are amazing, says, where'd you get that? Those Harry Potter accessories there. Lego is way more mainstream, says Kenny Lang. This Harry Potter looks great, says Mr. Yomu. And let's see, it's hard to bring in new fans at this price point also, says Kenny Lang. And Moo says, I pre-ordered all 3 Potter figures from Kit. All right, so I think all you guys went there or went and talked about these
real
figures.
Quick.
Yeah,
real quick. Sorry, Gio.
No problem.
Another thing that's happening soon is the Max Harry Potter series. So that's going to bring in a whole new level of fans, a whole new generation of fans. It's going to bring those older fans back in the game. That's not for another couple years yet, but I think by then maybe INART will do year 5 of the figures or something like that. So there's just always a huge fan base when it comes to Potter, like we've all been saying. I mean, it is up there with Star Wars and MCU to an extent, and it's pretty crazy.
The only thing is that it won't be the same actors,
right? Right.
So they'll have a completely new cast. But go ahead. I think you were going to say something, Anna.
That I'm actually interested in because the showrunner of that, or one of the showrunners, was a showrunner for Succession. And I don't know if any of you've seen Succession.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a genre show, but man, that was a really good show. So I'm curious just to see, just because of his pedigree. To watch
there was another series they worked on besides Succession that was also received well, and it was good. I don't remember which one it was, but
Mark Mylod, I think his name is.
Oh, okay. Any other thoughts on this before we move on to the next segment? Okay, so the next segment here, I'm not that interested in this, so I'm not going to take too much time on it. So this is the Darth Maul hologram. When I first saw this, I thought it was like a Force ghost, like I don't know if any of the Jedi or whatever. And then I saw there was Darth Maul, and it was like a hologram, and I was like, "What is this? Like, is this supposed to be like a 6 scale, like a bigger figure, or a tiny one accessory that they're giving away?" I had no idea what was happening with this, but we don't know much about it. It's a limited. It is marked as the Star Wars Phantom Menace line. We don't know the price for it here. I've been hearing different prices between $150 to all the way to $250. I'm not interested in this at all. I'm a big fan of Darth Maul, as a lot of you guys know, but I don't care too much for this. But let's open the movie figure file real quick. Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, release date May 19th, 1999, studio distributor Lucasfilm. Rotten Tomato score, 52% of the critics gave it a positive review out of 237 reviews. 59% of the audience gave it a positive review out of 250,000 submissions. The worldwide box office for this film was a little over $1 billion back in 1999.
Wow.
Like I said, I'm not interested in this. I don't know if some of you guys are. If you are, or any thoughts, just jump in. Let me know. What are your thoughts?
I RSVP'd for it. I'm going to wait and see what the cost is. But I might go in the queue, just depending on when it is, if I'm not working, and how much it is. Possibly.
What's the most you're willing to pay for this?
$150 tops.
Oh, okay.
I'm hearing like 220 to 240 for this.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's before tax and shipping. So.
Yeah.
Adios.
No.
Yeah.
No. Like I said, big fan of Darth Maul, but no. Anyone else? Any thoughts on this?
This is so stupid, man. Like it's like a night lamp from Amazon, but made by Hot Toys. Like it's so expensive. Like if it really cost $240, like they could have made something way better for the anniversary, not this. Like $200 for this? No way. It's
but my
absurd.
other figures get scared in the dark, Alex.
Then you need it. Then you need it. Then you need that. You need it. You just told go get two because you have a lot of figures. They need to be protected.
I mean, I know this is Hot Toys, but it also looks like a candle to me.
Yes.
So like it literally looks like wax. Now in person it might look a little different, but why is this more expensive or even around the same price as a Hano figure? I know Hano is like, you know, but that's an actual figure. This is just like a paperweight. I mean, it's literally what, and I know it's limited, so maybe that puts some charm in it, but it's Star Wars, but still, I'm with Adam. I wouldn't spend any more than 150 for this.
It's an LED light up powered by USB. Does that convince you a bit, Brick?
No.
You know what though, Gio? I'm wondering if this paves the way for Force Ghost Anakin, Force Ghost Obi-Wan, Force Ghost Yoda, etc. Are we gonna get the Force Ghost now? Static figures that light up.
Yeah, I mean, I can see them doing that if this does well. I don't know how many people are really interested in this, but like Brick and a lot of you guys have already mentioned, it looks like everything but a Hot Toys figure. But any thoughts on this, Thomas, regarding this?
Yeah, I'm not a real big Star Wars person, except for the first 3 movies that they did. That was when I grew up. So all this other stuff I don't really have as much connection to, but this doesn't bring me any closer to joining in. When I see this, I'm like, it doesn't inspire me to really connect myself to anything in the universe.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of ordinary.
Yeah.
So the price would need to be very cheap, I think, for any collector to want to get this. So
I'm more interested in the price.
Else, the 150 sounds about right.
Yeah, I'm more interested in what it's actually going to cost. What Hot Toys is going to charging.
Yeah.
Is going to be charging us for this, and it's limited. So I mean, they may feel justified in charging a lot for this, but I guess we'll see. We'll see when that will be. Austin Nicholas, he's dropping by. Hey guys, hello, Mr. Austin Nicholas. Always a pleasure to have you in here in the live chat. Then Lois saying, Maul for the win. So Mr. Lois needs this Darth Maul. So okay, so there is one person who wants him. So no Maul for me, since I need one good Maul first, says a 12-inch Moon Stream. This is limited. This is limited. To get it shipped now is $250. Low-key collector Mr. Calvin saying, who's picking up this light up shampoo bottle? Hello there, Mr. Calvin, for dropping by. Really appreciate it, like always. And of course, Mr. Philly, also here in the live chat. Also a pleasure to have him in the live chat. I am low-key, says Lois. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of you guys out there. There's some guys out there who want this. Like I said, I'm more curious, more interested in the price. How much are they gonna charge us for this? But let's see. Okay, any other thoughts before we move on to the next segment, which is another clone trooper, clone commander. What is it? Scorch? Is that what it's called? Scorch? So this was announced, also limited. Actually, let's go back to the Darth Maul. I didn't say how many pieces. 1,500 pieces for this. If you weren't aware, 1,500 pieces. This one is 3,000 pieces. Also exclusive. Also limited. A lot of you guys know I don't collect clone troopers. I'm more of a stormtrooper guy. But I do think this figure actually looks cool, like the other one, the one that they announced like a month ago or maybe less. I'm not gonna try to get this. Obviously, but I know a lot of people collect these clone troopers, so I'm curious to know how many of you guys are actually interested in this particular clone trooper. How about you, Mr. Danny?
Hell nah, bro. I don't be doing no Bad Batch figures. It's just not for me. I just did enjoy the show. They look cool, but it's just not for me. I'm glad for all the Bad Batch and Clone Wars collectors that are getting these filled, but not for me, man.
Yeah, Mr. Moose saying my Imperial Commando arrives from Sideshow on Wednesday, so they're starting to send those out.
Is that an animated style from the animated series?
It comes from the animated series, yes. The Bad Batch. From my understanding of this, isn't the Bad Batch brand just barely connected to this character. I haven't seen the show, so I don't know. I heard that it comes from a video game, that he's present more in
Yeah, I
video
think
games.
it comes from like Battlefront or something.
Oh, from Battlefront. Okay.
It's from Republic Commando. Like the design
Okay.
is from a PS2 Xbox game from the early 2000s.
Because when I look at this figure and the way it's sculpted and the paint applications, it looks like it will fit in with an animated style, as opposed to a real like if you put that figure next to like the other ones, it doesn't look quite like it would fit in. Maybe it's just me, but it looks like it's more animated in its style. That's the reason I was asking if it was the animated version or if it was a real life version.
Oh, I see. Now this one says that it's LED light up function. I believe the other one, I think it was battery operated, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if that convinces some of you guys that you'll get this or not. But Brick, have you talked about this one yet?
Yeah, it's just not really for me. I mean, if it's cool if you collect troopers and whatnot, and you like Bad Batch, if you like the old video games, but yeah, just not for me. I'm not one of those trooper guys. So, but it's cool.
How about you, Adam?
I like the eyes.
Oh yeah, I like that. I do like that view, but not enough for me to like try to get this.
Sure.
How about you, Adam? I think you're muted.
I hit it by mistake. Sorry. I think this looks awesome. I remember him from the Republic Commando game, besides Battlefront. But I'd love to get it, but I got to draw a line somewhere, and I don't. Other than I have Captain Rex and Cody, I don't get any other clones. Otherwise, I just you got to draw a line somewhere, and that I draw a line at enough of the clones.
Okay. Alex, how about you?
Like the rest of you guys, it looks cool, but it's not something that I would pick up. It's just not for me, but I like the lighting thing. It's nice.
Right? The lighting thing. It's not enough to buy a whole damn, who knows how much it's going to be. It's probably 250
I don't
plus,
think that's
I'm guessing.
USB, though. I think it's battery operated.
Oh, it is? Yeah, I'm just going based on this picture here, because I know the other one was battery powered by battery. But this one,
I think it is LED. It says that in the picture.
Yeah, because that's why I'm going based on that picture right there.
Yeah, it says LED light up function.
Yeah, because I know we don't really want to deal with batteries with like these bases here.
Yeah,
battery operated. They'll probably die during the stream, but we'll have them on there.
Right.
Any other thoughts before we move on to Deadpool?
Ooh. You know, if this figure lit up, like the whole figure lit up like MAUL did, maybe.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Let's move on to the next one here. So Deadpool. Deadpool was finally revealed. I guess not technically announced because we still can't pre-order him, right? I also thought I heard that it won't happen until the 26th, but then I saw another date for another figure that's on the 26th. So maybe that's not going to be the case, but we got the Wolverine announcements for Deadpool and Wolverine. Now we got this one right here. And I don't know if this might be like a hot take or not. I'm not sure if I'm going to get this figure.
Wow.
So I did pre-order the deluxe Wolverine.
I need a shame bell. Shame.
A shame bell. I'll watch the movie, see how it is. I mean, I like Deadpool. I enjoyed the movies. I think they were great movies and everything. When I think of like best comic book characters, Deadpool doesn't cross my mind. It just kind of doesn't. Like I said, I think he's cool and everything. I also hearing that this figure might be really expensive, so that might also deter me from getting Deadpool. I think I'll probably be okay with just Wolverine, but let's see what happens. The movie's about to come out in just a few days, Thursday night for me, 7:15 Pacific time. So I'm excited for that. I'm gonna try to get a couple of popcorn buckets if they are available. But Deadpool, let's see how much that's gonna be. Let's open up the movie figure file before we throw it to one of you guys. Film Deadpool and Wolverine, release date July 26, 2024. The studio distributor Marvel Studios / Disney. There's no reaction yet from the critics, not officially, and that's all the information we have for now. So, Mr. Danny Spotka, what are your thoughts on this Deadpool 6-scale Hot Toys figure?
Dude, I'm so excited. I most likely am tempted to get 2. This is like, when I think about a figure I want to put in my booth, I think of this Deadpool and Wolverine figure. These two are, man, like, it doesn't get better than this. This looks like Deadpool from the film, right? Like, it's kind of easy, right? Because we don't have the head sculpt yet. Some people are worried we're not going to get that head sculpt, but this one, I think they're going to give it to us. The fact that they're giving us Dogpool is really cool. I like the fact that it's coming with the golden guns and also the exclusive base. Like, I've been complaining on streams before. I think I complained with Wolverine that he didn't come with that like debris from like the TVA void, right? And I think it'd be a really cool base for both of them to fight on. But yeah, dude, deluxe all the way. I'm so excited to see this film. I'm seeing it twice this weekend, Thursday night for me and Friday night.
Oh, damn.
I'll probably see it a third time that night too.
What if you don't like it, Danny?
The hell you mean? Come on, bro. Really? Really?
No, it's gonna.
I've been wrong.
Get fucking real, bro. This is their only release this year, dude.
Look,
if you know how
even if it's not
Bob
like
Iger would
amazing,
be,
no,
bro,
even if
think
it's not
about it.
amazing, it's still gonna be fun. You know,
Think
it's gonna
about
be
it.
a fun movie.
Look.
Even if bro, because you don't understand how pissed Bob Iger would be if the only Marvel Studios released film this year is shit.
Right.
No. We gotta make sure this one's good.
Oh.
A lot of people have been saying that this is gonna be the actual multiverse of madness people wanted to begin with, which I think is awesome.
That's perfect.
Yeah, dude, that pose right there is exactly the pose I think I'll have him in. That last photo, I think it's dope. Yeah, dude, somebody let me tattoo Deadpool on him. That'd be so much fun.
Dude,
Deadpool and
I'm
Wolverine.
in.
Oh hell yeah, yay!
Dude, I'm in.
Dude, I really want to do that poster where they're like fighting each other and he's like shooting and he's got his claws out, dude.
I mean, maybe not my whole rib cage, but
on the rib cage. No.
Danny, I'll let you give me a Deadpool tattoo if you can give me one of those rub-on ones where you put the water on it and it sticks to you. I'll take one of those.
Okay. And then Danny, and then Danny, the reason why I asked, like, what if you don't like the movie? Because I bought 2 tickets before I saw Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. I saw it opening night, and then I got tickets for Saturday at the Chinese Theater in Hollywood. And I saw Rise of Skywalker, and I was quite a bit disappointed with it, so I wasn't super excited.
Here's
for
what
the
I'll say.
Saturday ticket. But
I'll say this. I don't think it'll be, even if it's not quote unquote the best MCU movie, it's definitely probably going to be the best Deadpool movie. It's going to be emotional, right? Because we're not guaranteed that Hugh Jackman's going to come back for Secret Wars. It's rumored, right? But this could very well be his actual last appearance, right? The dude's kind of getting a little old, and he might not. Only reason he returned for this movie was because he was told it was in the variant Wolverine, and it was a chance to play the character like comic accurately, right? So I thought that was interesting. So to get him to come back, I think you'd have to go bigger and bolder, which I guess that means Wesley Snipes and Tobey Maguire is sharing the screen with him, right?
Toby, baby, he's coming.
Yeah, man.
I feel it.
Dude, I'm super excited for this. Like, it's hard to tell like which one I'm more excited for, just because I've not owned a Deadpool figure, and I've really held off on the Deadpool 2 version for years now, right? Just because I knew ever since this movie was announced, just wait for this one. Just because, I mean, look at the proportions of it, man. Like, everything looks solid. That original Deadpool 2 figure looks pretty cool too. I know Austin Nicholas is the Dusty version, but I'm all over this, man. Give it to me. I'm glad it actually is coming out relatively soon, right? This says Q4 of this year. Holy hell, Hot Toys. Thank you for cooking behind the scenes like I said you should. I don't remember what episode it was. I think it was on Copper Drop. Dude, all of them. But like, it was a Copper Drop episode. We were talking about the behind the scenes. This was like months ago, right? And I was like, Hot Toys, if you have the images right here, go ahead and start making them. Like, there was an interview with Kevin Feige that I watched today where he's talking about how he loves Hot Toys, that he collects them, right? Which I thought was pretty cool. And he says that part of the costume design process is that they know that it's final when they look at it on the board and say, I'd buy that Hot Toy. And I thought that was amazing, right? Like, so go ahead, right? I'm so excited. Thank you, Hot Toys, for actually listening and getting this shit out to us now, because I feel like a lot more people that maybe non-collectors are going to want to collect this thing. I don't know. I'm going on a tangent, man. I'm excited. This and the Black Suit Spider-Man and Wolverine, dude. These are like, come on, man. This is the year for Marvel Hot Toys, right? Come on. I like it.
The figure looks amazing to me, but
Oh, yeah.
what do you think this more of Deadpool to be revealed? What do you think that's going to be? Do you think it's going to be a head sculpt?
Yeah, 100%. Like, we've not gotten a head sculpt for the Deadpool figure for the last 2 films, and given that in like a lot of the promotions we see, Ryan Reynolds with the mask off, and I think it'd be funny, give him the toupee, like little hair sticking out from the TVA ripping it out. A lot of people said, I think, did Joey say that he wanted an actual wig with it or something? That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Dude, I'm so excited. I need so many funds have been thrown around, speaking of Deadpool Wolverine with that machine, and I got the New York Comic Con trip coming up. So this and Wolverine and the Mark 6, I think, will be my first return to form figures when I'm able to collect again. But man, oh man, dude, I'm about to go crazy with some of these poses.
Yeah, so the movie's about to come out. Adam, what are your thoughts?
First of all, I can't wait. I got tickets for the 7:20 show at the Regal Cinemas near my house. My daughter and I are going Thursday night. I really like this character. I like the first 2 movies. I love Hugh Jackman Wolverine. So I really can't wait. In terms of this figure, I think it looks awesome. I'm waiting and seeing on this because I have Hot Toys Deadpool 1 and I'm looking at it right now. I don't, other than this is a little richer shade of red. The one I have is a little darker. It looks like the same figure. But what would get me, other than the dog pull, which is really cool, what would push me over the edge to consider getting this is if it has a Ryan Reynolds head sculpt. If it's got the head sculpt, then that might cause me to pull the trigger. But it looks awesome. I mean, if you don't have Deadpool, I'd get this in a heartbeat.
Yeah, 100%.
I feel like I already got Deadpool.
That would be a factor.
That's the only reason why I'm hesitant about this one. Other than that, if I didn't have him, absolutely, I would pre-order this.
How about you, Classy Thomas?
Absolutely. I love Deadpool. I used to have Deadpool 1 and Deadpool 2. I gave my nephew Deadpool 1. So I have the Deadpool 2, I have Dusty Deadpool, I have the Zombie Deadpool. So I definitely want this Deadpool because I'm going to have Deadpools interacting with everything on my shelves.
Yeah.
He's going to be popping up over here. He's probably going to try and sneak up on Wonder Woman and Gooser or something like that. I mean, he's just going to be all over the place, just skipping around to different universes. And Danny, you gave me a great idea. I hadn't thought about that. Maybe I should consider getting 2 because, like I said, I'm all in on Deadpool. The same thing with Wolverine. I have lots of different versions of Wolverine to the point that I could actually make a display of just Wolverines, and I may consider doing that. But I gotta have my Wolverines with my X-Men. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm really feeling this. This is and for some reason, I don't know if they maybe modified the body a little bit, but the costumes, don't get me wrong, Deadpool 2 looks fantastic, but something about this one, it looks a little bit more like with human proportions or something. The suit seems to fit better, and even in those poses look really, really fantastic. So I don't know if they modified the body, but whatever they did it right. And I'm glad for it. I'm excited about this. I'm excited about the movie, even though I may not see it in theaters. I'm still a little theater shy, but I definitely do want this figure.
Let me look at the live chat real quick here. It says Moose says I pre-ordered this one with the exclusive Desert Eagles Golden last night. Then Lois says will be my first Deadpool figure most likely. And Moose is saying, I'm seeing Deadpool and Wolverine on Thursday at 3:30 in IMAX in preferred seating. So he's 3 hours ahead
No, but it looks pretty nice. I like it. The body proportions are pretty good. I had the first Deadpool. Remember that figure?
Oh yeah.
This one looks better, and the material of the suit looks more resistant. I think that's not leather, so that's pretty good. I think so. Might be some kind of. No, I think it's leather. Well, I hope it lasts. But it looks pretty good, man. I think it's the better looking Deadpool I've seen so far. So I'm happy that you guys are getting it.
Brick, did I ask you yet? I don't remember.
No, not yet.
Good.
Yeah, I definitely am getting one of these figures. I'm planning on going all in on the line. I mean, this movie is going to be probably. I mean, there's been a lot of good movies this year so far, right? So I don't want to say movie of the year, but this is probably the most excited I've been for a movie this year. Really, really excited for this. The Desert Eagles, the golden ones, they kind of worry me unless I'm afraid Sideshow's not going to get these, but I'm hoping they will for like a pre-order. I don't like really what they're doing here, where like you can pre-order elsewhere and like get these Desert Eagles, but then Sideshow doesn't have them up yet, and they're not showing the picture here. What is it? I mean, sure, it's probably Wade Wilson, the head sculpt, but if it's not that, I could see like a battle damaged mask, but then that doesn't really go with the rest of the outfit because the outfit's not really battle damaged. So I don't know. I feel like it's got to be Wade Wilson, but yeah, I see a lot of different variants. I mean, there's been, in the trailer, there's no spoilers. I mean, you've got Cowboy Deadpool, you've got Lady Deadpool, the Samurai Deadpool. I mean, this line is going to be crazy. I don't have a Deadpool. I'm with Danny here. I haven't had one in my collection yet. I've been holding off for this one because I knew like this movie would be coming, and to kind of defend this film, even though I haven't seen it yet. I don't feel like Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman are wanting to F this up. Right. They finally made it happen.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman's coming off of Logan, which to me is probably one of the best superhero movies of all time. Logan is just phenomenal. I watched it again last week for the first time in forever, and it's just a phenomenal film. And Ryan Reynolds absolutely loves Deadpool. The first two movies were really fun. They were good. And I think Danny said it. I think this is going to be better than those two films because of Hugh Jackman. And yeah, just really, really excited, man. And yeah, if you guys are looking for Wolverine, there's a giveaway July 29th in Bugle 6. Anyways,
plug. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, this movie. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Adam.
I think what Brick said is absolutely right. I think that besides Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds, I think Kevin Feige, his future with Marvel is really dependent on the success of this film, and Marvel's future is dependent on it. And he said, I read an interview yesterday, I think on Twitter or whatnot, that this is the beginning of what he says the mutant saga, and so a lot moving forward is going to come out of this film. And they, post Endgame, they had some successes for sure. Spider-Man No Way Home, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, WandaVision. But some of the movies didn't land as strongly as they had hoped for.
Right.
And I think there was some, there's a lot going on, a lot of disconnection. I think this is the first step in pulling some of those older threads from the multiverse saga, and then laying the groundwork moving forward with mutants in the Marvel universe. And they got Fantastic Four next year, Captain America. So I think they know they gotta land it big on this one. I think Danny is. I think he's gonna made a wise investment here. I don't think he's getting those 3 tickets I think it'll prove him right. It won't be like Gio, like you and I did. I did the same thing you did, where I got those tickets for Rise of Skywalker. Opening night, the next day. I actually got three days in a row, and the first night I went out of that thinking, what the hell was that? And then I went back the next 2 nights just to make sure I was wrong, and unfortunately I was right. It was a bad movie, but I think this is gonna be like Endgame, where I saw that a couple times in theater, and or No Way Home. I saw that a few times in the theater. This is gonna be a big hit.
Yeah. I definitely think it's going to be a monster of a box office hit. We'll see if it actually hits the $200 million mark on the opening weekend. But yeah, so that's the Deadpool. I think all you guys already went, if I'm not mistaken, right? So let me go into the live.
Well, I'm not seeing the movie until Saturday, so nobody message me. I don't want any spoilers, so I don't get to see it until Saturday night. I will be MIA Thursday and Friday. So
I'll send you an image.
Don't go on Twitter. I went on Twitter last night, and I saw that they just people just put a photo up of a character who's in it. Not a huge spoiler. I kind of figured they're going to be in it, but like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
I'll send you that Taylor Swift Lady Deadpool.
Oh man, please no.
Moose saying Sideshow will have a batch of Golden Eagles for a queue, a purchase this week. Storm Enchantress dropping by here says, hi y'all, can't stay, been prepping that for surgery tomorrow. I have to be back up in 5 hours. Miss y'all. See you next week. Hopefully that Deadpool looks amazing. Thank you so much, Storm, for dropping by.
Hope your
she was regular on she was regular on the Met Report. Then she started watching us here on Figures Talk. So thank you so much there. Speedy recovery there for your dad, Miss Storm. Greatly appreciate it for dropping by as long as you did here. Any other thoughts before we move on to the next segment?
Oh, those golden accents that are a little different on this figure, on like the weapons and everything. They make a difference. They kind of pops those samurai swords there on the hilts. Pretty cool. Like
that. I see. So Deadpool and Wolverine coming up. Just a few more days, guys. So it's coming up. All right, so let's move on to the next one. Looks like we're all caught up in the live chat there. So here we go. Joker or Batman Imposter Joker Artisan figure has been announced. And when I first saw this picture, I didn't know what to feel about this. But the more I looked at it, I was like, yeah, I want this. So so let me look at the movie figure file. It's kind of the Dark Knight. I'll use the Dark Knight movie figure file, even though Heath Ledger's Joker never wore this in the movie. The movie came out 16 years ago, July 18th, 2008. Studio/distributor Warner Brothers. Rotten Tomatoes score 94% of the critics gave it a positive review out of 347 reviews. The audience also, 94% of them gave it a positive review out of 250,000 plus submissions. The worldwide box office in 2008 for this film was a little over $1 billion. So we have this Artisan Joker now. Last year in August, they did announce the original, the regular Joker one, and I don't have a Heath Ledger Joker. That was one of the figures, one of the characters that I missed out on. So when they announced that, I was super excited, and I was like really trying to get that Artisan figure, and I was able to get him, to pre-order him. So that should be coming out soon, as we saw that little image not too long ago. I thought I uploaded it. Where is it? Oh, here it is. So he's in here, right? So he's in there. So hopefully he'll be releasing pretty soon. He'll be the first Artisan for what it looks like. So I'm excited for this. But this one, I am excited for it because Joker is my top 3 favorite characters of all time. It looks, they're using different parts that have already been used or whatever. The head sculpt looks great. Hopefully that's the same one, or at least very similar to the one that we're getting for the original one. I think this will stand out in my collection. I am very excited for this. I will try to get this. Now the price, we don't know the price yet. If it's too crazy expensive, I may not get it. So we'll see how that is. But for right now, I am planning on trying to get this figure here. Now, this was just announced not so long ago. I think it was yesterday. Pre-order dates July 26, 2024, per Hot Toys Facebook. And actually, I think I saw it through Yomo as well. So shout out to Mr. Yomo there. Limited 3,000 units for this exclusive artisan figure. Mr. Danny Spotchka, my fellow DC fan, what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, man, this John Marcus Hot Toys figure is pretty cool. You know, I'm excited for you. I don't know, man. This is like, I feel like they just had a bunch of extra DX19s and extra Artisan Joker head sculpts in the department. They're like, we gotta do something with these, y'all. Like, we can't just have these sitting here. So it's cool, but it's like, I don't know, man. It's not for me. The cape looks cool, you know. This does, like, I'm interested to see if anybody just puts a regular Batman head sculpt on this and see how that works, right? Like, I don't know if it's like a vandalized Joker, or like you could recreate a scene where you have like a dummy head, kind of like in the movie, right? But like a twisted version of that. I don't know, man. This just doesn't do anything for me personally. Like, this is just kind of like bare bones, lazy Hot Toys by the book for me. The joke night. And it's, yeah, I don't know. It's cool that with all the graffiti look, and the hair does look really, really nice on this one, but that makes me more excited for a different figure that's not this figure, right? So I don't know. Like, I think I said it to you. I don't know. Maybe I said it to one of the Copper Drop guys. I was like, why give us this instead of a bank robber Joker? If you have the head sculpt ready, just go ahead and give us a, you know, I don't know. It's weird.
I'll get that too. But yeah. So any other thoughts before we throw it to Mr. Brick Artemis? Go ahead, Brick.
Yeah. This is pretty cool. I think it's a cool kit bash. It's definitely a really good sculpt. It's not anything we've seen in the movie, obviously, but it kind of, don't kill me for saying this, but you know how like Joker was supposed to be in the third movie, right? And then he passed, unfortunately. But it puts my mind to where like this could have happened. I'm not saying it would have, but it's like in my mind, I'm creating my own little like scene. You know, because in the Dark Knight we had all the imposters, you know, people dressing up like Batman and whatnot. So I mean, it's kind of cool to see that. Now, am I gonna get it? I'm gonna get in the queue. I've heard it's gonna be about $450. I think the other artisan was about $510 or something like that.
Yeah,
so yeah, it's gonna be pretty pricey, but we'll see. It also depends too on when it's actually released. If it's going to be released like within the next couple months and it's one of those instant releases, I will have to pass just because I've been blowing money like crazy. Okay. But if it's like a March to like July or August or something, then I'll cop it. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's different. It's going to stand out. I kind of like the artsy factor of it all. So.
Yeah, all the chaos, right? A little bit of chaos going on here. So it's perfect. At least I think so. If it actually releases sooner, that actually pushes me to get it more.
Get it more.
so I'm the opposite on that one. But
well, if you don't get it and I get it in the queue, I'll let you know if it comes out too soon.
Well, depending on the price, because like I said, if it's too insane, I probably will pass. But Adam, what are your thoughts?
Dark Knight. Greatest comic book movie of all time. Heath Ledger's performance is one for the ages. I have the INART Joker, so I'm going to pass on this. But the one thing I think you could do, I wonder if you could if you got this and you missed out on the Artisan Joker, could you take the head sculpt off this and put this on the body of like a DX11 or the sculpted Joker? I don't know.
I guess we don't know for sure until
you
we
might have to do
see
some tinkering, but yeah, you could probably do that.
Let me just read this real quick. Yomo says, "I love the variants. Would it look on this character?" Andrew Gomez saying, "Grimus, it's a pass." Jokerized Iron Man artisan up next, says Kenny Lang. You heard it here first. And then Moose saying it's $725 to get it shipped from China right now. I expect it to be $520 in the Sideshow queue. So that's about the same as the original, the regular one. It tells a story, says Yoma. I would agree with that for sure. Exactly, Brick. It's a cool what if take on what if this Joker got his hands on the Batsuit. Let's see. Any other thoughts, Adam, on this?
No. You're into it, God bless.
How about you, Alex?
I'm not a fan of the design. Not for me. I remember seeing a costume, something like this a few years ago. I don't know, man. Doesn't do it for me, but I hope you get it if it makes you happy. That's all I can say. Not for me.
Yeah. Again, we'll see what the price is going to be like, but yeah, I'll try to get this.
Get it.
How about you, Classy Thomas?
I mean, it's different and it's well done. I mean, the head sculpt is perfection. Looks really, really good. I mean, I haven't seen it in person, but it definitely looks like it could probably look as good as the INART, which I have, and I love it. But they did a fine job on that head sculpt. I don't think I really need this particular figure, but I think whoever get it, I think they could have a lot of fun with this. And I'm not one that thinks that that figures necessarily have to always reflect what's in the movie. If somebody comes up with an interesting take on it, a lot of times I'll if I get it, I will put it in my collection and I'll tell my own story. I used to love doing that with my superheroes back in the day, and just say, oh, what if this happened, and just kind of make up my own storylines. And so even in my new display, I have the figures in there, and I don't know that to everybody that they can see the story, but I know there's a story going on in there. So I said, whoever gets this, I hope you have fun with it and find some interesting things to do with them, and take plenty of pictures, because I'd love to see them.
Yeah, most definitely. Any other thoughts? I think everyone went right for this figure here. Let's see here. Okay, so let's move on to the next one here. So this is a release. I think this is the only release, if I'm not mistaken, Hot Toys has done. So we have the... Oh, let me remove this. GROOT from Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 3. Sideshow status, waitlist is open. I thought I saw the price. Oh, you know what? The cameras, the shots there are covering the price, but it was $355 on Sideshow. Let's open up the movie figure file. Again, from Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Release date of the film was May 5th, 2023. Studio/distributor, Marvel Studios, Disney. The Rotten Tomato score for this film was 82% of the critics gave it a positive review out of 407 reviews. 94% of the audience gave it a positive review of a little over 10,000 submissions. And the box office for this film was $845.6 million. I think this figure looks really cool. When I first saw the design, the prototype, actually, when I first saw the scene in the trailer, I thought that scene looked awesome. And then we saw the Hot Toys figure, and it looks great. A lot of you guys know that I'm not really following or not really collecting a lot of Marvel characters at the moment. I just have like very limited ones that I have either on pre-order or that I've actually purchased and received already, like the Spider-Man one. So I don't have a single Guardians of the Galaxy figure, and they have not completed this line, as a lot of you guys know. But it's obviously waitlisted. People wanted to get him. So what are you guys' thoughts on this group? Let's throw it to Mr. Brick. Artemis, what do you think?
Yeah, this figure is pretty sick. I don't have a Groot. I think this is probably the coolest looking Groot there is. Look, I know that they haven't finished the line because of Drax and whatnot. Could still happen. You never know. I always make the joke like it could always be one of these instant releases where everyone's like, no, not getting the line. Then everybody all of a sudden wants the line. You know, so you never know. But what I plan on doing, which I've said before, is at least getting Groot and Star-Lord and doing that back-to-back scene where they're like shooting, you know, and I think that's good enough for me. I think this movie was just a great story. Great. Just, I mean, it was nice to get a good movie other than No Way Home after Endgame, which Adam was talking about before, you know, and the way they finished this movie off, it's worth getting a couple figures from it. And then Rocket and Cosmo look amazing too. So this is a must figure for me. And this guy still is available on Underground figures if you guys are interested. Not all of them, but I think him and somebody else. I want to say Star-Lord, but I'm not 100%. But for sure, Groot.
Did you already pre-order this?
I did. Yep, I have him and Star-Lord pre-ordered. Star-Lord from Sideshow and Groot from Underground. Yeah. So, yeah, looking forward to this. I think they're going to look great next to each other.
Did you get the deluxe version of this?
I did. Yeah, I had to get all those arms, man.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah. If I were to get this, it would definitely have to be the deluxe for sure.
Yeah.
Because that looks really cool. Adam, what are your thoughts?
Oh, this looks like an awesome figure. I was on the, I'm on the fence on this one. I'm probably not that. Oh man, right there. I mean, that's why you want. That's why I want to get him, just to have that image right there. Holy smokes! I'm probably not going to get him because I actually just got Mantis like a week ago. Check out my channel. I did an unboxing of her.
You've actually received her.
I got it from Hong Kong. It's really awesome.
Cool. It's really good.
Oh, awesome face sculpt. Really awesome figure. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna see if you can see. You can see right there. That's.
Let me see if I can full screen you there.
Zoom in. You can see there's the Guardians right
gorgeous.
there.
Yep.
So you see right there, I have Nebula, Rocket from Endgame. I have the Infinity War, the Teenage Groot. You can barely see Drax, but he's kind of behind Star-Lord, and then Nebula and Gamora. So I think I'm all set with my Guardians collection for now. But the one I might pick up is the other Groot, because I really want Cosmo, and maybe I'll sell Groot on the secondary market and just keep Cosmo. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, or look for on the secondary market. Maybe some people are gonna keep Groot and sell Cosmo. That's the one I would like, just so I have all the Guardians.
What other Groot? This one?
You mean Rocket?
Groot.
Oh, you mean Rocket?
My bad.
Okay.
Rocket. Yes. Rocket.
Oh, okay.
Rocket and Cosmo.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this looks like an awesome figure. I just, again, I'd love to have it, but I think like everyone here, you have a limited amount of real estate, and you gotta, I'm trying to have the one figure that's the best representation of the ones I want. Now this is a pretty awesome representation, but
yeah,
I like what I got.
Yeah, this would definitely be it for me. If I were to actually get a Groot, this would be it for me. Classy Thomas, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I actually had this Groot on pre-order and I canceled it. I'm not. This one doesn't really speak to me as well as the others, because I have the original Groot, and then I have the teenage Groot, and I have little baby Groot, and those are the three that really kind of I connect with. This one I don't have as much of a connection, even though he looks great. They did a fine job on this figure, but I think I have enough Groots, and I don't know if this is going to add anything to my collection, at least for me. But yeah, I think they did a really good job on it. I'm still waiting for I Am Groot, because I do have that on order, and that one I am kind of excited about because it's just so silly. But yeah, this one is very cool looking. I like what they've done with him. It's just not for me.
Okay. Let's see. Alex, have you gone?
No. And it looks great. I would never buy Guardians of the Galaxy, not because I don't like him, just because I don't know. I never got into those figures. But what sucks is that they never complete these lines, you know? That's what kind of sucks. I hope you guys are happy, the ones who are going to get it, because it looks pretty nice.
Yeah. Let's see. Danny, any thoughts on this?
It's cool, man, but like y'all said, man, they should have made the rest of the team. And by the rest of the team, I really mean just another Drax, right? Like, I don't know. The whole idea behind having him and Star-Lord is kind of cool, but at the end of the day, right? Like, I don't know. I think Austin said on Copper Drop he prefers the first version of the Guardians Groot, and I think that one does look cooler. All the arms accessories on this one's cool, but I don't know, man. As limited on funds I am now more than ever. I don't know, man. It's cool, but like I wonder if this is going to be a sought after piece like in a year when Superman comes out, right? When James Gunn has a lot of hype around his name. I wonder if people are going to go back and be like, Guardians 3 figures, right? Just because that's what's going to be available for James Gunn fans. I don't know, maybe that's a stretch, maybe it's not. Not a giant fan of the joints here. You can easily see like the arm sockets right there, and I think like that's a pretty easy thing to hide with this kind of figure, given that he's a fucking tree, right? Like you like that should be your joints right there. You shouldn't have open sockets right there. But yeah, man, it's cool, but like Guardians 3 is such a hard watch for me personally. It's one of those like animal cruelty movies that like if you were an animal lover, it's a very tough watch. So it's not one that I have rewatched since it came out in theaters, but oddly enough, it's my least favorite Guardians out of the 3. I don't know why. Maybe that has something to do with it, but also like the pacing, just the overall theme of the movie. Like it hits too deep, right? Like, and that's not necessarily the movie's fault. That's just the story James Gunn wanted to tell, and it's a little bittersweet there. But like, if I'm gonna watch a Guardians movie, I prefer watching number 2, right? Because that one has like just the right amount of like bitterness and just the right amount of somber tones to it, but the humor in that one's actually really, really funny. Like my favorite scene in that second one is when Mantis is sitting with Drax, right? And he's just sitting there quiet, but she puts his hand on his shoulder and she just starts bawling, right? And just starts feeling everything he's feeling, but he's just sitting there, right? And it's just such a good character study on Drax, like somebody who is kind of just regarded as the buffoon of the group, right? More so than Star-Lord, who just metaphors fly over his head and he thinks he's invisible by eating Zarg nuts, right? But like that's such a deep scene, and I think that it's an underrated thing. Even more reason why we should have gotten a Drax, right? I think we've got enough Groot from Hot Toys. I don't think that this was going to be one of the more sought after Groots from the trilogy, in my opinion. Not to mention Infinity War, right? Like a lot of people, like Carlos, he's got the Infinity War Groot. I know a lot of people, that's their favorite version just because the nostalgia for the Battle of Wakanda and whatnot. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm on and on about this one, but what the hell, Hot Toys? Make the entire team. Stop doing that, right? No. Could you imagine if they made the Bad Batch and only made like 3 members? Like,
right.
Fuck, man.
Yeah. Any other thoughts, guys, before we move on to the next one? I think everyone went. Okay, so we're gonna do something a little different. Now, this is not the end of the show, but we're gonna go ahead and do the championship matchup now.
Oh, and catch me off guard twice here.
Switching it up on y'all tonight.
And so we're gonna do that now, and then we'll continue afterwards. Now, the giveaway for you guys who are watching live, the giveaway will be at the end of the show. So I usually do the matchup towards the very end. This time it will not. It was going to be right now.
I'm excited, dude, because typically at the end I feel like we're all a little bit, jet lag, a little bit tired at the end. Now we have a little bit more energy. I'm about to take a fat ass hit. Come on, take my throne.
Take my throne. Okay. All right. So what I'm asking you guys right now, this matchup is for 3-way matchup. I'm calling it the last collector standing 3-way matchup. I'm going to explain the new rules for this. I'm not going to go over the whole rules like I usually do, because a lot of you guys know what it is. And then later on, I'll put the rules in the description of the video as well for anyone who's watching this for the first time. So I'm just going to read the part that is new, okay? But we're going to go and do that here now. So let me start with this right here. If I can find it. Where is it? Hold on a second, guys. Here we go. All right, everyone. So we're going to do this now. Okay. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set to last up to 7 rounds, and this is for the Figure Stock Championship. The first challenger is from the state of Wisconsin, and with 42 1/6 scale figures, Mr. Brick Artemis. Now, normally I would play your intro, but we already played it earlier today. The second challenger from the state of New York, and with 122 1/6 scale figures, Mr. One Adam 12. Like I said, normally I would play your intro right here. And then, of course, a lot of you guys already know, from the state of Tennessee. Now, I know, it's Danny. I'm so tired right now. I know, Danny, you had like 32 figures at one point and 2 vehicles. I know that's not the case.
Call it 29.
All right, 29. All right, 29. 1/6 scale figures. He is the current Figure Stock champion, of course, Mr. Danny Spotchka. So let me go ahead and
come and get it.
So you guys know the rules. You guys have played this. Brick has played this. Adam has played this. Even Alex has played this. And I'm going to read the new part of it. And then I sent you guys individually as well the new rules as well pertaining to this case here. I'm sorry, to this I'm thinking at work. To this game. Let's see here. Where is it here? Okay, so again, just make this clear. If there's a character in any of the rounds, if there's a character, a figure, you can use that same character again, but it has to be from a different manufacturer if it falls within the category, right? If it does actually apply. 2.0s are not allowed in the same round, so you can't say Batman and then Batman 2.0 in the same round. So just so we have that. Again, I'm gonna trust you that you're not going to look at your collection to help you with this, right? Okay, so here we go here. So let me just read that other new part here. Let's see. Let's see, where is it? Okay. So there will be at least 4 rounds and up to 7. Each round is 45 seconds. If the buzzer goes off during your turn and you did not state a figure as specified in the category, you are eliminated for the round and receive a -1 point. The remaining 2 players continue with the same round for another 30 seconds. So what's going to happen is the buzzer goes off after the 45 seconds. Whoever gets eliminated, they're out of the game for that round, and then I start again. As far as who starts in the second portion of it, it's going to go based on what you ended up deciding here, right? So I'm going to give you guys a number. Write down either on your phone or on a piece of paper. Pick a number between 1 and 100. The closest one to the number that I have written down here will go first, and then second and third. So that's how we're going to do that. Continue to read here. Let's see. The remaining 2 players continue with the same round as I mentioned for another 30 seconds. Same rules apply for the remaining 2 players, but the category may change. So the category may change, even though you did the first 45 seconds, and now we're going to do the next 30 seconds. So that category will change. Let's see. And I already mentioned the other stuff here. Okay. Another rule is you have to have stated at least one figure in the round. So if you never said a figure, like let's say Danny goes, he says a figure, and then Adam goes next, and the time goes off, then or yeah. So you basically just have to say one figure, basically at least one figure in any of the rounds here. Let's see. Any questions?
So you lose a point if the buzzer goes off and it's your turn.
Right, and then you're out for the round. So whoever gets 4 -1 points or -4 loses.
Okay.
So that's why it could only go up to 7
Gotcha.
rounds still. Because I think it'll be a really long game if we do it the other way. We're like, okay, well, you get 1 point per round. So I'm just doing like -1. So that way 2 of you guys will be eliminated for the round.
Okay.
We'll have a winner for that round. So it'll be 0 for that person. You try not to get any negative points.
So again, if the buzzer goes off and it's your turn, you lose a point.
Correct.
Okay.
Right. So again, start the game like we normally do. It's longer, 45 seconds. Danny goes, Rick goes, Adam goes. Start over again. The buzzer goes off. Let's say you get eliminated, Adam. Just picking on you. So you get eliminated. So then you're out for the round. You get -1. So we're still in round 1, but now Rick and Danny will go again, just the 2 of them for 30 seconds. And then we'll see who gets eliminated there. And that's where we get those 2 -1 points.
But in that 30-second round, when Danny and I are going up against each other, let's say the buzzer goes off for my turn, I don't lose a point only in that first 45-second round, right? Part of the round, right?
How do you mean?
So like if there's 3 of us and the 45 seconds goes off, let's stick with Adam. He loses a point. Then it's me and Spotchka. At the end of that 30 seconds, if I lose that round, I don't lose a point, right? Only in that first 45 seconds do you lose a point?
No, you'll get a -1 point.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah, so
-1 point no matter what.
Yeah. So
Okay.
at the end of each round, they should be at least 2 collectors that have a -1 point.
Okay.
So whoever gets -4 points in all the rounds, then you're eliminated.
Okay.
So do you guys write down the number? So if you wrote it down on a piece of paper or on your phone.
Can I make a prediction of the order? I think the order's going to go Brick, Danny, and then Adam.
Okay, all right.
Oh wait, do I actually have to write it down? I can't remember it. Let me do that. Give me a second.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so that we know that that.
Yeah,
that
wait.
was what you
I
meant.
see what you're doing now. I see what you're doing.
Yeah, so it could be on your phone or a piece of paper. So whenever you're ready, let me know so you can show it. Just show it on the screen, and then I'll zoom you guys in.
Okay.
Okay, so
Ready?
Rick's ready. Are you ready, Adam? You're ready. Okay, all you guys are
Yep.
ready. Okay. Go ahead and show your number to the camera. Okay, so let me zoom in, Adam. Okay, Adam said 33. Brick says 23. And Danny says 52. Okay. The number was 96.
Dang. I almost said 73 too.
So that's
I'm
96.
last. I like that. I like being last. All right.
Okay, so that's going to be the order of the whole game. Okay, so we have Danny first, then Adam, then Brick.
Man, I was all
Side note, the reason also we're doing this a little early is because the computer will die and the charger is being currently used. So if my computer does die,
that belt is
You
mine.
lose a point.
I was about to
You lose a
say,
point.
It's a -1.
is whoever wins the championship after I leave, then I will be forfeited. All right, fair enough. That'll be down to you and Adam.
Okay.
Cool.
So even if we're both at -5, which we can't be because I think it's only -4. I don't know. Anyways.
Let's do it live.
Let's roll.
All right. Let's see. Alex was kicked out and looks like he's trying to come back in. Let me see. Alex, if you can hear us, let me know. I just try to add you in the stage again. Okay. Well, hopefully that doesn't happen. Danny, it would suck for you to lose your title that way. But okay. So
gotta be about a bitch, bro.
All right. So let me just turn off the music.
If I win, you're gonna tattoo my arm that says champion.
Oh, wow.
I'll tattoo you either way, bro,
For
but I don't know if
free.
I'll put champion on you.
No, I'm just playing.
All right. Any questions before we start? Okay. So now I'm going to test this out here. So hold on a second. Okay. You guys know this sound. You guys know it.
Very stressful.
Okay.
Very stressful. I know that sound.
Okay. Here we go. All right. So let me go back here. Get this ready. Okay. So again, Danny will start, then Adam, then Brick. You guys know the order there, right? Let's see. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so now let me look at the category.
So moving, it's Brick's. It'll go to Brick. He's gonna have to say an answer. Then it's gonna toss to me. Then toss to. I'm not sorry, Brick. It's gonna go to Danny. Then me. Then Brick.
Yes.
Right, and then it'll start over, and then again when we get
Every
to the
round. Yep.
Right, every round will be the same order. You know, if you're eliminated, then obviously you factor that in there, right?
Yes.
But yeah.
Gotcha.
So there we go. Let's see.
Let's fucking go.
Okay, here we go. I'm just trying to get this thing in order here because I wasn't fully prepared today because of the situation earlier, but let's see here. Okay. All right, here we go. So, Mr. Danny Spotka, you will begin. And
Oi. Scorched earth.
okay, as soon as you hear the ticking, that means you can start, okay? First category here is 1/6 scale sideshow figures or Mondo figures only. Be as specific as possible.
Batman animated series Batman. Mondo.
Sideshow Obi-Wan from 2006.
Beetlejuice sideshow.
Michael Myers sideshow.
Sideshow Anakin Skywalker circa 2006.
Mondo Harley Quinn.
That was my turn.
sorry.
Mondo Harley Quinn.
Mondo Catwoman.
Sideshow Darth Maul 2006.
I'm gonna go sideshow. Sideshow Pennywise.
Mondo Wolverine.
Sideshow David from Lost Boys.
Mondo Cyclops.
Mondo Gambit.
Sideshow Yoda.
All right. So unfortunately, Mr. Adam, you got the -1 point. So
Sorry.
then we go to Brick and Danny. So Danny, you will begin. We're still in round 1. Okay. The category is going to be different. So you're going to begin, Danny. Here we go. 30 seconds instead of 45 seconds. It's 30 seconds. Second one. Oh, let's bring in Alex. Alex, welcome back.
Hey, sorry, I had some issues with my computer. Don't know what happened.
Okay, no problem. Here we go. Danny, you begin. 1/6 scale figures, Hot Toys, Star Wars sequel trilogy only.
Hot Toys Force Awakens Ray.
Hot Toys.
Hold on.
Hot
hold
Toy.
On. Hold on. Stop. Okay, so in this part, Adam, you're eliminated for the round. So it's just it's just Danny and Brick.
Okay. My bad.
So that's kind of how would do that. So it's fine because I know this is like brand new and we're just like testing things out. So it'll just be Danny and Brick for this one, and I have to stick to the same. But
different category.
Yeah, let's do a different category.
Okay, I was prepared too.
Dude, I know Kylo Ren, and that's about it.
You're about to get smoked,
dude. I was about to get smoked.
All right, here we go. Remember, you guys have to name at least one figure. Here we go. Danny, you begin still, okay?
Let's do it.
Let's go. 1/6 scale, 2023 Hot Toys releases only.
Fuck me. You said 2023. Hot Toys Mark III Iron Man.
WandaVision from Wanda from WandaVision. Sorry.
Hot Toys. Mandalorian.
Which one?
The Chrome Mandalorian. Sorry.
Hot Toys RoboCop.
Giving it the
Brick.
Negative point to Danny.
Let's go. Bro, was Mark III released last year?
I believe so.
Okay.
It was like late last year.
The Mark III, the 2.0?
Yeah.
I thought that was.
No, that was this year.
Oh.
That was this year.
Well, give it to Brick. Yeah.
Okay, so either way, give it to Brick. All right.
Chrome
Round
Mandalorian
two.
was definitely last year, though.
Okay, round two. So now you're back in here, Adam. Okay, so again, same order. Danny first, you're second. Adam, Brick is third. Here
So
we go.
Brick has 1 point for winning this round, right?
So I'm up 2.
He has 0 points. He doesn't want any points right now.
The fuck?
I'm only doing negative
Has a
points.
taste,
to
Brick. Has a
eliminate
taste.
you guys.
Oh, all that work. I'm still where I'm at.
Okay, I see what
Yeah,
you're doing.
you-
I-
It's a mountain to
want
get to
negative-
me, remember?
Man, that's
Yes.
the mountain. Full sweep last
You
time.
gotta kill like
I
an
got 0.
entire
You can-
horde
you
of
can cut-
Walking Dead zombies to get to me, bro. Come on.
I mean, you can call it however you want. You can say he got a point, but it ultimately is whoever gets a negative 4 points in this game loses the
Okay,
game.
I got you.
Oh fuck.
Okay, so here we go. Kenny Langsdorff just laughing right there. Okay, so here we go. Round. What was it? 2, right?
2.
Round
2.
2. Okay. Danny, you start again. You begin. Okay, here we go. 45 seconds. 1/6 scale figures with no actor head sculpt. All manufacturers.
1/6 scale Hot Toys Maroc.
Oh, sorry.
Hot-
Hold on.
one-
Sorry, Go ahead.
Hot Toys Mandalorian non-chrome version.
Hot Toys Spider-Man Advanced Suit 2.0.
Hot Toys IG-88.
Hot Toys Stormtrooper Death Star version.
Hot Toys Chopper.
Hot Toys Bat Signal.
Hot Toys Boba Fett Throne Room.
Hot Toys. Sorry.
Okay, that's a negative point for Brick.
A light, really? A light.
Look, man, it's a figure. It says collectible figure on there.
Oh man,
it counts.
All right,
$200.
Round 2B. Danny begins.
I get a breather. It's cool.
30 seconds.
Timer.
Here we go. So start once you hear the ticking. So when you hear the ticking, then that's when you start speaking. Okay, here we go. 1/6 scale Hot Toys Iron Man figures. Be as specific as possible.
Hot Toys Mark III Original.
Hot Toys Endgame Mark 85.
Hot Toys
Battle
Mark
damaged.
Hot Toys Mark 43.
Hot Toys Mark 1.
Hot Toys Mark 2.
Hot Toys Mark 6 2.0.
Hot Toys Mark 6 original.
Hot Toys Hot Toys Ultron, Age of Ultron.
What was that last one?
Hot Toys Iron Man, Age of Ultron.
Okay. Oh, you know what?
Danny said a 2.0 as well, which you said we can't do in the same round.
Right.
Not to hate.
I think, you know what? I think Danny's battery died, I think. Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec, guys. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, Danny's gone already. So
oh man.
Okay. Yeah, he tried to call me right now, but I'm using the same computer. What is? Oh, there you go. Danny.
He's gone.
Yeah, your battery's gone.
He wished us luck.
Okay. All right then.
So we're both at
1.
We're both at -1, right?
-1, yeah.
It's fair
Yeah,
game.
so we're gonna continue. So okay, so at this point, Brick, I'll give you the points from round 1. And and then you got eliminated already in round 2. So I'll give the point to Adam. Okay. All right. So then we'll just continue just with the two of you. So, all right, Danny. So sorry about all that.
Are we just going to continue how 1v1 usually is, or?
Yeah, just like how it was before. Yeah, because it's a little different now. But
so 30-second rounds.
Well, it'll be 35 seconds.
Okay.
35 seconds. Okay, so here we go. So let's do that. So it's still the same order. So that means Adam will begin. So we're in round 3, right? Round 3. Okay, so Adam begins for round 3. Let me see here. Where is it? Okay, here we go. Adam begins. 1/6 scale, 2024 Hot Toys announcements only.
Hot Toys Han Solo.
Shit.
Return of the Jedi.
Go ahead, continue.
Hot Toys Return of the Jedi Han Solo.
Artisan, Batman, Imposter.
Hot Toys. My mind just blanked here. Hot Toys Darth Sidious.
Hot Toys, Darth Revan.
Hot Toys Clone Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi Mandalorian.
Hot Toys
Not
Venom
Clone
from Spider-Man 2.
Mandalorian.
Venom
Hot
from-
Toys.
Go ahead.
Hot Toys.
We got jumbled there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna redo that. Since I have another one. Since I have another one here. Yeah, because it was kind of like all over the place.
You know, the music came like I got thrown off. We both got thrown off there.
Yeah, so So let's see here. Danny's podcast saying, "Good luck, gents." I'm so sorry. Yes, sorry about that, Danny. For you to lose your title this way. So, okay, so all right. So again, round 3, right? Round 3, 35 seconds.
Yeah.
Here we go. So we'll start over here again. 1/6 scale, Hot Toys, Storm or Clone Troopers only. Adam.
Hot Toys Captain Rex.
Scorch.
Hot Toys Cody.
Hot Toys. Tech.
Hot Toys Crosshair.
Hot Toys. Gosh, I can't always remember their names because I don't watch the show. Imperial Trooper.
Hot Toys Jesse.
Man. Not good with the troopers, man. I don't collect them.
Okay. Point for Adam. 2 points for Adam. Here we go. Round 4.
How many rounds are we doing? Or what? How many points are we going up to?
It's still going to be up to 7. So whoever gets 4 points first.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's 2-1.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Should be 2-2, but it's cool.
Let's see. SpongeBob Squirrel says, "We miss you, Danny. You are still a winner. Rest those sore ribs." So there you go. Okay. Here we go. So this is round 4. Adam begins. One 6 scale Hot Toys of characters that wear a cape.
Hot Toys Superman. Superman Christopher Reeve.
89 Batman.
Hot Toys Moff Gideon.
The Batman.
Hot Toys Darth Vader.
Arkham Knight Batman.
Hot Toys Doctor Strange.
Batman vs Superman Batman.
Hot Toys Joker Artisan.
Cavill Superman.
Hot Toys Director Krennic.
Man.
Okay. Point for Adam.
Oh man.
Okay, so it looks like Adam has 3 points.
I wanted to look back so bad during that one. It's all good.
All right, so here we go. What round are we on? 5? Round 5. Okay, here we go. Oh, we got a bit of comments there here. Hold on a sec. Brick started off strong that round, says Kenny Lang. So there you go. Okay, so we have. Okay. Here we go. Okay, not including taxes and shipping, 1 6 scale Hot Toys figures with sideshow pre-order cost of $300 and up.
Hot Toys Artisan Anakin Skywalker.
Hot Toys Deluxe Integrated Spider-Man.
Hot Toys Spider-Man 2 Black Suit.
Artisan Scarlet Witch.
Hot Toys Darth Vader Obi-Wan Kenobi Deluxe.
Artisan Joker.
Hot Toys Obi-Wan Kenobi series Deluxe.
Artisan Jack Sparrow.
Hot Toys
Point to Brick.
33. Just kidding, but I.
Okay, so
fine.
yeah,
you were trying to get that point back.
I got that point,
hey,
bro.
I gotta applaud the persistence. I really do.
It's okay. I'm a fair sport. It's fine. And I love Adam too. So if he wins, I'm happy. On the outside.
Well,
Kenny Lang says. Kenny Lang says, "Oh snap, that's hard as hell. We need some fact checkers," says Kenny Lang. Yomo, Danny had one of the greatest title runs of all time. It was an honor to be one of his first victims of the figure matchups. No doubt he will be back to reign once again. Okay, so round 6. Adam begins. Okay, so here we go. Round 6 is 1/6 scale figures that have at least one gun / blaster accessory. Hot Toys.
Hot Toys Han Solo, A New Hope.
Hot Toys RoboCop with chair.
Hot Toys Stormtrooper, the original Stormtrooper.
Hot Toys RoboCop 3.
Hot Toys Luke Skywalker from Return of the Jedi.
Hot Toys Han Solo.
Hot Toys Mandalorian Chrome series.
Hot Toys Iron Man Mark 3.
Hot Toys Bo-Katan.
Hot Toys gosh. Man. It's fine.
Okay. All right. So I think Adam got 7 points. I mean, sorry, 4 points. Is that right? Yeah.
Well, congrats, Adam.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
You mean congrats, Thomas.
Rick, congrats to you.
Well, congrats.
Yeah, I mean,
not a very fair night, but congrats.
Of course,
I lost the point. I lost
like
the
I've
point.
told you all, I
and I
am
never
the
got to go
declared
first.
winner, guys. Adam was merely my avatar, so you can thank me. You can congratulate me now, but thank you for serving as my avatar and standing in for me, Adam. You are appreciated.
Oh, man.
Kenny, that's how I cheat.
First, let me congratulate Danny on his championship run.
Yes,
I do feel it's a little bit of an asterisk because his computer died, so I don't think it was. I feel a bit of an asterisk because it would have been nice to him to stay in there. But and also congrats to hard fought game by Brick, who's you can tell he's got the heart of a lion and a true competitor. So I doff my Red Sox hat that I'm not wearing to you.
We are not friends anymore.
So
I'm deleting
I can
you
still
from
be
Instagram. All of you.
Hey, I can still be on your show in 2 weeks, right?
No.
Hey, you win. All right.
All right. So Mr. 1 Adam 12 was victorious tonight. So this means that he has become the new Figures Talk champion. And unfortunately, Danny Spoczko had to forfeit his title because of what happened with the technical issues and whatnot. But I think this will be an easy follow-up championship matchup because I may just have to give Danny another shot because of what happens. So who knows? Maybe Danny will be back with a new or regaining the championship again. And then, of course, Brick, you're always open to try again. So you got very, very close again here tonight. So thank you so much for playing. It got a little messy, because it was kind of like a last-minute thing to start it now, and it just starting out this three-way matchup and things like that. But ultimately, Adam won. So close, Brick, says Yomo. Your championship win will come. I believe it.
Thank you.
There you go.
I may have to retire in the top. So.
We have to retire. So here we go. Woo. Mr. 1 Adam 12 with the championship title. So I'll send you an actual little championship title there, Adam. We'll talk about the details.
Brought me back to my Halo days where I got really competitive and pissed off. Sorry.
Just, right. I think the last time I won something was out of a Cracker Jack box. So that's
okay.
And Gio, you can send my honorary belt.
Is that
at
right?
your convenience?
And then Adam, I'm sure you already know this, but as a champion, you would have to defend your title within 5 to 6 weeks or so. Of course, we'll discuss dates and stuff like that. But so thanks so much, guys, for playing. Okay, so again, this usually is the end of the show, but we're still going to continue here. And thanks, Yomo, says Mr. Brick-Artemis there. Okay, so now let's go ahead and enter. I think we're in the fantasy figure zone, if I'm not mistaken here. So let's go in there real quick here. So a lot of you guys have gave me your choices, your characters for the fantasy figure zone, a figure that you would wish either Hot Toys or INART or even Jazz Inc. would manufacture and this is where we're entering now. So all of you guys gave me your choices there. So let's start with the first one here. Let me see if I can find it real quick here. Where did it go? Oh, here we go. Of course, we're going to start with the new champion, Mr. Adam 12. So this was his choice. So take it away.
Yeah, I think when you talk about artisan figures, we really need an artisan and a sculpted, for those who don't want an artisan, version of Princess Leia. And let's have the end of New Hope throne room scene. I think you got to have a figure of her. They haven't done one yet for Hot Toys in that white gown and the hair like that. I really think this is along with the Luke and Han, maybe, or certainly a Luke in that yellow jacket, a very badly needed figure. So I propose artisan Princess Leia and a sculpted version from the end of Star Wars Classic, or New Hope as it's come to be known. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, I need a Princess Leia. I need a Leia figure. Period.
And that's a beautiful one. I mean, look at that face.
And I just got another photo so you can see more of the actual like dress and stuff like that. But Adam, I'm sorry, Adam. Classic Thomas, what are your quick thoughts on this?
Oh, I mean, this is a great choice. We don't have to deal with those two cinnamon buns on the side of her over each ear. But this is beautiful. She was a beautiful actress anyway, but in this picture in particular, she's just glowing. And I would love to see that. I have the Leia to the very left over there with her in her original white outfit, but this one, this is gorgeous. We need this.
Yeah. How about you, Alex?
Great choice as always. This is the kind of figure that they need to make. Something different, something unique, something that not a lot of people, well, no, actually a lot of people would go and pick her up because it would be very, very interesting.
How about you, Brick?
Yeah, this is a figure that I think they need to make, especially artisan version. I mean, we haven't gotten a Leia in a while. I don't even think I've gotten a Leia since I've been collecting Hot Toys. So this would be really cool to bring about and be able to get in that queue and cross your fingers. So definitely a beautiful figure it would be.
Yeah, definitely great choice there. Let's move on to Mr. Classy Thomas, who always picks these interesting characters that I do not, or I'm not familiar with at all. So that's Classy Thomas's pick. Wow. What do you got to say here?
Yeah, this is Raquel Welch from 10,000 BC, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
And she was just a classic beauty of all times. And I think this would be a fantastic figure for Hot Toys to make. It's just I don't know, just look at her, but she's just gorgeous. Now, please tell me that there are other members of the squad of the Canon Council that know who Raquel Welch is. Please.
I know who she is. I know.
Thank you. When I gave it to Gio, he was like, "Who's Raquel Welch?" I was like, "Oh no!" I was like, I finally gotten to that age where people who I admired and looked at when I was younger, that now there are generations past me who don't know who they are. I was starting to feel really, really old. So thank you very much for saying that you know who she is. But I mean, is she not beautiful?
She is. She was. She's still alive. No, she's already dead.
Yeah, I'm not sure if she's passed away. I thought she was still living. But yeah, because she was in Legally Blonde. She played the mother of when they did the trial. She played the mother, so she was kind of, high styling. But,
I think I know who you're talking about. Oh, okay,
yeah,
I know. Yeah. Okay.
She didn't.
This is her in her youth.
Yeah, and she didn't die that long ago, I think.
Okay. Alex, what are your quick thoughts on this.
This is very interesting. This is very, like, you never think of having a Raquel Welch figure. So I like the idea. I don't remember watching this movie, but it's a cool idea.
Okay. How about you, Brick? Any thoughts on this?
Yeah, I've seen the remake of 10,000 BC, but I've never seen the original. I guess I didn't really know there was an original, but it definitely looks like a movie I would enjoy. With female leads like this, I know her from Legally Blonde. She played in Seinfeld in a couple of episodes as well. I'm looking at, and I'm a huge Seinfeld fan, but I'm looking at some other stuff. I guess she played in a couple other TV series as well. But no, I love movies like this. It kind of reminds me of like Planet of the Apes style, you know. For a second I thought this was Nova from the original Planet of the Apes. I was like, oh yeah, but yeah, definitely stuff like this from like I think like, what is this, the 60s? This movie would be really cool. Kind of a throwback there. So definitely cool.
Okay,
bring more variety,
cool.
You know.
It's kind of cool to know that even back in 10,000 BC, that women were still able to go to the hair salon and get their hair done, even though they had to wear furs. She still was able to kind of get that hair done and look perfect. So
yeah, look at her eyebrows; they're perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
How about you, Adam?
So before I just address this character, Brick mentioned Nova from Planet of the Apes, and that reminds me, there's a line in the movie that Charlton Heston says to the character Nova. Charlton Heston, he's so great, but he says to her, like, something to the effect of, he goes, you Nova, and it looks like you're the only girl in town. Just, not something you would say now, but you know, it's
very creepy.
so creepy, Heston-esque. Yeah, I'm Thomas. I'm definitely familiar. I've seen this movie, and I'm certainly familiar with Raquel Welch. Just, you know, definitely. I think this would be a popular choice by, you know, people who guys like us who are a certain age who remember these movies. I'm not that much younger than you. I'm 50, so I certainly, you know, familiar with this film.
Okay. Alrighty. So thank you so much for your interesting pick, Mr. Classy Thomas, like always. So let's move on to Mr. Alex Montano's pick, and it is Link. And this is from which one is it, Alex?
Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, so that's your pick there. Take it away.
Dude, that game changed my life in '98. Like, I spent so much time playing that game. I love Link. I love the whole franchise, but I always wanted a cool figure of this character, and I've never seen one. Like, I know Medicom made one years ago, but it's not good. And I know Hot Toys or INART could make a really cool figure. It comes with a ton of accessories, a die-cast shield, the Master Sword. Like, I don't know, man. It's such a cool character, and I don't think that they pay enough attention in the 6K world to this kind of figure. So I would really like to have one.
How about you, Brick? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, huge video game fan. I'm more of a Mario guy, but I definitely understand the Zelda games. I love Link. I'm more of a fan of Zelda nowadays than I was as a kid, actually.
Wow.
And I've gone back and I've played other games and whatnot, but definitely a game I remember everyone playing when I just wanted to play like Mario Kart or something like that on the 64. But yeah, this is definitely a figure they need to. Somebody needs to do Link justice in a 1/6 scale. You know, just video games justice. So that would be cool. I mean, we've seen a lot of people do. Help me out with the Metal Gear Solid. I've seen that. Like, people want some figures from that. So yeah, I mean, we get Street Fighter figures, not with Hot Toys, but I want Tekken figures. You know, I grew up a Tekken fan, but yeah, Link would be sweet.
Yeah.
I've never played Zelda. So there you go.
Oh,
never played it. So, Adam, what are your thoughts?
Alex, I think this is an awesome choice. You know, I talked earlier about Harry Potter and some of you guys schooled me a little bit about the multi-generational aspect of it. So you talk about multi-generational IP. I think Zelda is one of those IPs. I have such fond memories of the original NES, playing the original Legend of Zelda and then Zelda 2 when I was in junior high school and high school. Myself and my friends, that was one of my favorite games. We have I think they had I played the Ocarina of Time. I had that on the was it the N64?
Yeah.
Or the Super NES? And then
N64.
there's whatever the most recent versions are. I play with my daughter on she's got the
Breath of the
Nintendo
Wild.
Switch. Yeah, that's an awesome game. So I played many versions of it. Again, there's multi-generational fans. I predict that the next, we saw what a hit the Mario Brothers movie was, and I was very skeptical of that. And that was just such an awesome, fun movie. I love that Mario Brothers movie. I predict this is going to be, if they do it right, this could be a huge hit as a film, Zelda. And I think this is poised, and these characters are poised to be big 1/6 scale. Whoever's gets the license to it. I think this could be a very big hit and a big seller. I think you get a lot of people who want to buy it. Awesome choice.
We have Kenny Lang saying my fantasy figure would be Dan Aykroyd in Coneheads. So that's his favorite film.
Yeah.
So there you go. I remember seeing it when I was much younger, but it's definitely been.
We'd have to have a
20
toilet
years.
paper accessory, or they're eating the toilet paper.
Oh wow. Classy Thomas, you haven't gone yet, right? What are your
No,
thoughts?
I haven't. Yeah, this is a great choice. I also am a big fan of Link. I have never played the game, but I was at Dragon Con in Atlanta one year, and I got introduced to him, and I was like, wow, this is actually pretty cool. I do have those Breath of the Wind, I think, and there's another figure that Real Action Heroes did, and it's okay. It looks kind of very. It doesn't look. It's not as high quality. It looks more like a lower end figure. So I would love to see another figure like what is the manufacturer who did all those Final Fantasy figures recently?
I know exactly who you're talking about.
I can't think of
They
the
had
name
like
of it.
Sephiroth and Cloud,
Yeah.
and yeah.
I think they could do a fantastic. They do the video game figures really well. I just got the Death Note, the guy who sits in the chair and has the weird eyes.
Yeah, Ryuk, the angel, the black. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the angels, the actual dude who sits in the chair, but he's
Light.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And the other guy who actually has the Death Note, I just got notification that he's ready, so I just need to finish paying for him. But that company does such a good job with the video game figures. I think they could really take this and run with it.
I didn't know they were making Death Note figures. That's awesome.
Yeah. They
awesome.
announced it last year, and so I immediately went on ahead and pre-ordered them because I knew that it would be fantastic, and it really is.
Nice. I want to see those.
Yeah, I have to do a video, a short or something like that, and put them out there. But yeah,
I'll watch it. I want to check those. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, but this is great. I love Link.
Game toys.
That's
Okay.
it. That's it. Thanks, Yomo.
Oh, then he says maybe.
It is. It's game toys.
Okay.
No, that's it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So thank you so much there, Mr. Alex, for your choice there. And this is Brick. His choice here. Take it away.
Yeah, so Gears of War in 2006, when Emergence Day was starting to happen, and we had the Mad World trailer come out, and it was just amazing. I don't know if you guys are Gears of War fans, but when that game was coming out, I think the big game at the time was like Halo 3 or something. Actually, I think Halo 3 came out in 07, but like that was Halo 2 must have been like the big game. So I was really excited for this. When I got it, I could not stop playing. It was third-person shooter. This game, you know, didn't change my life like Link did or Zelda did for Alex, but that would be another game that really changed my life. My number one game. I'll talk about that in another episode. But this game, multiplayer wise, action, it brought like a whole new vibe to video games for me, to like the broader audience. You know, and Gears of War has so many different characters. Marcus Phoenix here. You have Dom, Baird, Cole, just a lot of different characters and a lot of different weapon accessories that it can come with. Grenades, the chainsaw gun. You can have a Locust figure. Just a lot they could do with this. I really feel like Hot Toys needs to kind of branch into like these video game, because we're nerds. We like games, whether it's Gears of War, Halo, Zelda. You know, we're nerds, and people will buy these figures as we see people buy statues of these figures. So definitely cool here. So yeah, definitely a dream of mine to have a Marcus Phoenix.
Yeah, I haven't played this game either, but
yeah.
Alex, what are your thoughts?
I love this game. I'm a PlayStation and Nintendo guy, and I bought an Xbox just to play this because the trailer looks so freaking cool. I love the original 3 games. I didn't like what they did after the third one.
Same.
Didn't like the thing they did with Marcus' daughter, I think it was.
Right.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan, but Marcus is such an iconic character, and the whole story of how the world comes to an end, and it's pretty interesting, and they should make figures about this game. Like, they're so cool. The character design, like everything about it was great. Yeah. You made me want to play it again.
Yeah. We'll have to hop on together at some point one weekend.
Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be
Play
fun.
some campaign.
That'd be fun. I need to get an Xbox again.
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Classy Thomas, any thoughts on this?
You know, I'm not as this Gears of War, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not as familiar with that, but again, like, I think anything video related, they just need to start piling on. I mean, because I even like that. I can't remember the name of it, but I was a big fan of it. It was a gosh, I wish I could remember the name of that game. But yeah, I think this will be an awesome figure to have out there. You know, something about having the kind of like the rugged army figures with the weapons and all the gear. You know, it just looks cool. And not only that, because I like to play with my toys. I don't buy these figures and just stick them up there. I like to pose them. I like to play with them. I like to handle them, because, you know, what's the purpose of just sticking them in a glass case and not interacting with them? So that will be a fun one to kind of play with. Kind of would remind me a little bit of maybe having G.I. Joe or something like that. But
sure.
But yeah, I think that is super cool. Oh, by the way, Alex here.
Wow. Can you make him bigger?
Yeah.
That looks great, man.
And he has the chair. He has several different hands, and these legs actually pop off because he has the legs that where the toes curl under, where you're sitting on the chair. So all you have to do is just pop off the lower half of the leg and pop on the new one when he's sitting on the chair, and his toes kind of curl over it. So yeah,
nice.
It's pretty cool.
Nice. That looks really cool.
Yeah. But yeah, Game Toys is...
And anime is awesome. If anyone needs to watch some anime, watch that. No.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Adam, you haven't gone yet, right?
No, this is another good choice, video game choice, Rick. I have, it's either Gears of War 2 or 3. When I got the Xbox, it came with it, and I wasn't familiar. I'm like, all right, I'll try this game. I didn't get it for that game. I got other games when I got the Xbox. but I played it, and this is a game I enjoyed. So I think this is a nice choice.
Yeah, like I said, I've never played this game. I mean, I've known about it because my cousins, they big gamers when this first came out, and I saw them play it, but I never actually played it there. But
it's a good game.
It is. It's so good.
We have Chris Chong dropping by. Hello there, boys. Hello there,
Hey,
Mr. Chong.
Chris.
Thank you so much for dropping by. Like always,
Hey, Chris.
appreciate it. Okay, so that was Brick's choice, and I think we're all set up there. Okay, so let's move on to. I want to say this is the last segment. Yes. Okay, so as you guys know, we do a keep, gift, or destroy
Nice.
in this live stream or in this show. I usually do these keep, gift, or destroys when I have a new guest, right? Like you guys have seen that pattern, right? Whenever I have a new guest,
Yep.
I'll pick, some figures for them. We don't have anyone new tonight. All of you guys have been here before, and I greatly appreciate that. So I knew at one point we would get to this. And then, as you guys know, Danny, who's my co-host, and I'm gonna start over with some of you guys. Like when you guys come back, I may start these keep, gift, or destroys again. Especially now that I know a lot of you guys even more so than like let's say back in January when I started this. So what I'm doing this keep, gift, or destroy this time, I know some of you guys might have seen those leaks that were out there, those Hot Toys leaks of these characters that were supposedly going to come out. We don't know how accurate that is, right? I think only one of them was actually on that list of the Scorch, I believe, and that one was actually announced. So we'll see if that actually happens on that list. I'm not going to go through the list, but this keep, gift, or destroy is based on some of those figures. So the question is for all of you guys, and I'll go to you guys one by one. These three characters that are going to be in this keep, gift, or destroy, I'm going to go to you guys and ask you which of these are you going to keep, gift, or destroy. And like always, there's something connected to the destroy portion, right? And then Mr. Classy Thomas, there will be no classy loopholes at all. So if you gift something, it is gifted outside of your household. You cannot buy the house or whatever the case. So keep, gift, or destroy. So there you go. Okay, so here's the first one. So they mention a old man Logan or Logan. We don't know what kind of iteration, and like I said, we don't know if it is actually true or not. But let's just say this is a character figure that they are going to announce by Hot Toys. If you destroy this, and this is actually gonna come to fruition, you are destroying this, and it will not happen. So that's what you'll do if you destroy this. The next one is they mentioned something about a dark side Anakin Artisan figure. Same thing. If you destroy this, you will be destroying this specific Artisan dark side Anakin. Just this version, just this iteration, just the ones that were leaked, right? Just those.
So not the one that already came out.
Right, correct. And then the last one is this diecast General Grievous, Hot Toys specifically. If you destroy this, it will not happen ever. So basically anything that you destroy here is just some figures that are just not ever going to happen. It's basically the situation here tonight. So I'll go to you each individually. Joe was already saying keep. I don't know which one he's referring to, but let's start with Brick Artemis.
All right. I am probably going to surprise everybody, and I am going to keep Logan. I think we need that old man Logan. I think that would look really cool. Like I said, I'm all in on the Deadpool line. So whatever we get from that, I want. Really hyped up for that. I would gift Darkseid Anakin because I have the Anakin and I'm happy with the Darkseid Anakin that is already out with Hot Toys and I'm happy with it. And I would destroy Grievous.
Diecast Hot Toys Grievous.
I would destroy him. Yeah. Thing is gonna if that's all diecast, it's gonna be like $500.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely.
But it'd be cool. It'd be cool. I'm not saying I wouldn't buy it if it actually came out. It's just out of these three.
Right. Yomo is clarifying here, and he's saying keep Logan. No one is surprised about that.
Oh, okay.
Destroy Anakin. Okay, that one's a little surprising there.
He's the chosen one, Yomo.
And then gift Grievous. Okay, so that's Yomo's picks right there. Let's go to Alex. What would be your keep, gift, or destroy of these? And I know that you're not accurate, currently collecting these, but let's say you were.
But I still like looking at them. I'm gonna surprise you. I'm gonna keep General Grievous because, man, that's an awesome figure. Gift Logan and destroy Darkseid Anakin.
What?
There's so many Anakins, man. Like they need to stop making so many Anakins. Make General Grievous and make other cool characters.
Okay, all right. So that was a little surprising. Although your explanation makes sense, right? Because it's not all Anakins. It's just this new potential maybe version of Anakin.
You don't even know that you have the dark side Anakin unless you look super close at the red eyes. So for me, it's like.
Let me look at the live chat real quick here. Says Chris Chong says, I still haven't watched Logan yet. Still in my X-Men binge week and haven't gotten to Logan yet. Yeah, so definitely watch all the other ones first.
Dude, Logan is like, I could easily say top 3 superhero movie of all time.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
definitely
that's just,
I would agree.
Definitely.
Yomo says, you already know the keep was Logan for me, Gio. So yeah, definitely. Most definitely, Yomo. I'm fine with my regular Anakin, he says. And if it was Anakin overall, I would gift Annie and destroy Grievous. Okay, yeah. So because the circumstance is a little different here.
Yeah.
Renz Tolentino saying, I keep Logan, gift Grievous, and destroy Anakin. So there you go there. Okay, so Mr. Classy Thomas, what would you do?
All right, you made it easy for me. I'm going to keep Logan, and I am going to destroy Grievous and Anakin, and then with the money that I saved,
here you go.
I'm going to go back. I'm going to take that money, and then I'm going to buy an extra She-Hulk and an extra
Deadpool.
Well, an extra Deadpool. That's right.
Domino.
So yes.
I've been listening to you.
2 of them.
All right. Well, thank you so much for that. Well, I guess you didn't stray away too much from all the
I
time.
didn't stray too. I didn't gift it and then buy the house. I just said, let me get rid of both of them, and with the money I saved,
you didn't go
buy 2 other things that I want.
Oh, you didn't go to another multi-universe to make your choice. So. Mr. Adam, what would you do?
I would keep General Grievous because I do want his character a diecast Hot Toys version. I don't have the Sideshow. I've heard a lot of complaints about it, even though it looks cool in terms of stability. I would gift Anakin. I have Darkseid Anakin. I don't need an artisan version of it because the one I have is awesome. I would just, not because I love Logan. He's one of my top 3 favorite Marvel characters after Spider-Man and Captain America. So I love Logan, but I got Days of Future Past Logan, and I plan on getting the Deadpool Wolverine Logan. So I'd have to destroy Logan. But he's a healer and he's got adamantium. He's not going to be destroyed. Right. He'll come back.
All right. Let's look at the live chat here. We have Renz Tolentino saying, keep Logan, gift Grievous, destroy Anakin. I don't know if I read that or not, but then he says, I think Classy Thomas' answer is best. Laugh out loud. So classy verse. There you go. Okay, so I think everyone went for this one, right? Okay, so then I guess I could do it now. Okay, so I mean, I'm Anakin. He's like top Anakin, Darth Vader, top 3 characters of all time. So I'm gonna keep him. I don't have a dark side Anakin. If that is announced, I'm definitely gonna try to get him. And then when it comes to the remaining ones, I am very sorry, Yomo, but I'm gonna destroy Old Man Logan, and I'm going to gift General Grievous because I want this die-cast General Grievous. I think he's a great character. There's a lot of good things that I like in episode 3 of Revenge of the Sith. Him being in this is definitely one of them. I have the Sideshow figure, which I'm gonna try to sell. And I hope they announce this because I definitely do want him. Let's see.
Now, is Grievous just a robot, or is he a cyborg, or?
Thanks, Kenny.
What is Grievous?
He's an alien with like
he's an alien.
Armature.
He's a cyborg.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. You haven't seen the prequels, right, Thomas?
Yeah, I haven't seen.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Okay. So he's a cyborg.
Kenny Lang is saying I got a ride with Adam on this one. Then Yoma is putting the emoji there. Destroying Logan is crazy, says Yoma. Grievous is just a dope character in general. No pun intended, I'm guessing. With a cool backstory. Yeah. OG, by the way, how was Chicago? I had no idea you could zip line across buildings. Okay. Yeah, I thought I didn't leak that footage yet, but yeah, it was good. It was good, Christian. May go back sometime soon. Kenny Lang says he's his own species, says Kenny Lang. So again, I just want to kind of talk about the leak, but not, because we don't know how accurate it is, right? So hopefully most of it is true. Some of them I don't care about, but like the T-800, Terminator, I definitely need those, but we'll see what happens there. I think that's it for the segments. I don't have anything else. So let's go to Mr. Brick Artemis. So you having your big, massive stream on July 29th. So
yeah, this is a big show. So tomorrow we have the Bugle 6. If you guys want to join us, have some fun tomorrow night. But the big episode for the Bugle 6 is a week from tomorrow. The Monday after the weekend of the Deadpool and Wolverine release. Really excited. We're going to have 10 people on the panel, which is something that I don't like to do because it's hard enough with like 3 or 4 people. Okay. So, but we got some big hitters. We got the movie canon. We got Flavio's House of Collectibles, Low-Key Collector, Jedi Knights Watch, D-Lo the Collector, Hot Toys Hotline, Ben Thomas Show, Collector Joey, Austin Nicholas. And if I forgot somebody, I'm sorry, but I believe that's 10, including me, or not including me, I guess. So yeah, gonna be fun. And the big thing about this episode is Collector Zone, Marcos himself from Collector Zone, is giving away over $800 worth of prizes for this show. So the first half of the show is going to be spoiler free, so no spoilers. Then we're gonna do a giveaway, and the giveaway is for members only. So you do have to be a member, and you have to follow the Collector Zone Cantina on Facebook. If you don't have a Facebook, just follow him on Instagram. That's good enough, he says. And real quick, the giveaways are 3 $50 in-store credit to his store. You have to create an account if you win. And the other 2 are the big ones. You have a collector's edition Hot Toys Wolverine from the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, and also an Iron Studios 1/10 scale statue of Deadpool and Wolverine, which looks phenomenal. So definitely some good prizes. If you want to join, become a member. And something I do want to clarify, I'll say this in the chat or in the video as well, is if you win, I'm going to say it now, if a member wins let's say the statue, they can still win 1 in-store credit gift card, but not the Hot Toys figure. So I don't want somebody winning both Hot Toys and the statue. But if you win one of the big ones, you can still win 1 of the $50 gift cards. So good luck to everybody. If you want to join, if you want to just watch and have a good time talking about Deadpool and Wolverine and possible figures, I'm sure there'll be more announcements in the future as we go. So going to be a fun show. And thanks for being one of the guests, Gio.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I'm excited for that. So it's coming up. Actually, it actually reminded me of my own giveaway that I have tonight. Okay, so if you guys are in the live chat right now, and I think with Sideshow, I believe you have to have email address that's in the US. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know if anyone knows about that, but so what I'm going to do for the giveaway, if you're here and you're a subscriber to the Movie Canon or following the Instagram page, I'm going to do a little trivia question, and whoever answers it first gets the $25 Sideshow gift card. So if you guys are ready, let me know in the chat. Just say that you're the subscriber or a follower in the comment section, or I'm sorry, in the live chat here. Just say that while I'll move on to plugging in someone else's channel real quick here while you guys do that. Let's go to Mr. 1Adam12, who is the new Figure Stock champion. What do you have going on?
Well, I just did an unboxing of the Black Suit Spider-Man. This is an awesome figure. I'm surprised how much I really liked it. And I'll tell you another thing too. You can see the tentacles on him. I didn't think I'd be using the tentacles, but my daughter suggested, "Oh, put the tentacles on. It'll look good." It's not gonna look good, but she was right. It looks good with the tentacles. So this is just for tonight's show. I put him up here. He's gonna go back up there with my Spider-Man figures. But it's well worth. Even if I never played the I don't have PlayStation. I have an Xbox and we have a Nintendo. So I've never played the game. But obviously, to me, this is the original Black Suit costume from started out introduced in the original Secret Wars #8. So for me, that's the symbiote costume. It's if you love Spider-Man, I know Brick obviously is a major Spider-Man fan.
Oh yeah,
there it is right there. That's the comic. It's well worth getting, and I know I'm looking forward to next week. I think my from Sideshow my blue and red No Way Home Spider-Man ship. So I'm looking forward to having these two together. So check that out. I just posted that last night. That's a new unboxing, kitchen table unboxing that we did.
Still have to watch that one. I'm gonna do it tonight when I'm falling asleep. No offense to your video, but as I'm laying in bed, I'm gonna watch it and then I'm gonna fall asleep.
Hey, I gotta tell you the truth. I've every Wednesday, if I'm not watching live, sometimes I can't watch live.
That's some cool.
Every Wednesday,
I fall asleep to the sweet sounds of you and Graham and
nice.
and D'Lo and
Sneaker.
And Sneaker, yeah.
That box art looks amazing. I love it.
Yeah, it looks awesome. Yeah. I get mine on Wednesday, and I cannot wait.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Box is awesome.
But yeah, Adam, thank you so very much again for being on here, of course. And then you are the new champion, the new Figure Stock champion. So congrats there. And let me just do this.
And thanks again to Brick and to Danny. Good game, guys.
Good game.
Yeah, like I said, it was kind of like, I feel like it was kind of sloppy. I don't know. It was kind of weird.
It's fine. It was fair.
So there you go. Adam 12, the new Figure Stock champion. And of course, you'll defend it in 5 to 6 weeks or so. But again, we'll talk about that a little later. Okay, so let's go to Mr. Classy Thomas. What do you have going on?
Well, I am in the process of working on my... Well, I usually show up on the After Dark with CW on Wednesdays, but I'm also preparing for my movie review that comes up in 2 weeks. We're going to be doing Hairspray, the John Waters version from 1988, and so I'm kind of excited about that because that's actually what I love John Waters, and that's one of my favorite movies. So I'm hoping that people who may not have been exposed to it will come and check it out and be entertained. And I also got my notification from Sideshow that they're going to be sending me my Ken Masters from Iconic Studios. So but right before I got that notice, I received this in the mail. Chun-Li. And this is a third party. Oh. She has movable eyes. I didn't put a little hair bows on because the magnets aren't. I'm going to have to secure it somehow. But her eyes move also. You can actually adjust her eyes. She's totally caked up, and she's got these big old thighs. So I'm looking forward to doing a session with my Street Fighter figures and see how she fares up against Ken and Ryu. So and then I also have I haven't gotten an announcement whether or not she's available yet, but I also ordered the Cammy. So I'm looking forward to getting that. But this is what's the name of this company? Oh, Starman. They did a great job on this Cammy. The costume looks so much like the video game as I remember it, and the rotating eyes are a big plus that I didn't know about. And she has a number of different hands. She also comes with a second costume. She comes with the kind of like the jogging suit looking costume also.
Oh, nice.
So you could change it out if you wanted to. And but yeah, this is a good figure. I am much more impressed than I thought I would be. But yeah, so she's awesome, and so I'm looking forward to getting another shelf put up so I can put these Street Fighter figures out there.
All right.
This may be another one I might need to, at least make a short on, and do a little bit of posing and a little figure work on her. But yeah, so yeah, but that's me for right now. Just having fun. I'm starting to get figures in again, and so I'm just enjoying what's coming in, and just trying to live my best life.
Well, thank you so much, Thomas, for being on here. Greatly appreciated, like always. Yeah, you just, like I say, you show up, you did a very long stream already, and then you come here, so I really appreciate that. Thank you so very much.
Not a problem. It's always fun over here. Plus, you let me cheat.
Am I the only one who lets you cheat? Or what? But, Mr. Alex Montano, what do you have going on?
Well, speaking about falling asleep, you can go to my channel and watch.
Oh wow!
In a language, it's in a language that you don't understand, so
I understand
you understand it, but I think the rest of guys don't. So they can fall asleep while watching my videos or learn a new language in their sleep. So that's kind of cool. If they're not in the mood of sleeping, they can turn on the captions and listen.
Hey, I've got that first word. I know what that first word means. Hola.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, you got that.
You're a Spanish master now.
And isn't the Y mean and, right?
Y is
eat.
Isn't that like and such?
Yeah.
Yeah. Eat.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know what any of the other words mean, so I'm sorry.
I just uploaded a video of The Boys season 4. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I saw you had the other night
just
on my feed
tried.
your Acolyte review, and I clicked on it, and then I'm like, oh, it's in Spanish, and like I was trying to listen for a little bit. I did take Spanish in high school, but I don't remember. That was a while ago.
I'm gonna post a long one on YouTube with captions so you can understand it. It's gonna be a lot of me complaining, but
and then Alex speaks very fast Spanish, so Spanish is really fast. So
yeah.
Well, Alex, I just subscribed, so now I'm a member of your group.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
But
yeah,
again,
I speak
thank you.
Very fast. That's a problem with my Spanish. Yeah, Mexican Spanish. It's super fast.
But thank you so much. Like always, Alex. Always glad you're on the
always
show.
good to be here.
So thank you so very much there. Chris Chong is saying, Alex, you do have a nice falling asleep voice too, but though he okay.
I don't know if that's a good thing or that's something that's gonna ruin my YouTube career forever, but okay.
But yeah. So again, thank you so much there, guys. Okay, so let's do the giveaway. There's a few in here. Okay, so it's a trivia question, okay? So just whoever says it first will win the $25 gift card to Sideshow. Let me remove this. Okay, there you go. There you go. Okay, so here's the question. You guys in the panel, you can enter as well. Like I said, if you're from another country, I don't know. I guess we'll find out if you could still send it to you if you're in another country. But here's the trivia question, guys. So if you're listening in right now, you're in the live chat, you're a subscriber to the Movie Canon or following the page, be very careful here. Pay attention here, because here's the question. So whoever answers it first wins. So what is Harrison Ford's name character in Captain America Brave New World? Just type it in the chat. In the chat.
Henry Jones Jr.
Okay, so all right, so is this President Ross? Okay, well, okay. I'm looking for like a complete name. I guess I should have been more specific, but I just meant like an actual full name. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm gonna have to give it to Yomo. Mr. Adam, I know you went first, but I was looking for like an actual full name. You know, Thunderbolt Ross is kind of what I was looking for. Mm-hmm. So again, Yomo wins yet again. So this is like the second. I don't know how many times you've won on my channel, Yomo.
I got to go to Vegas with Yomo. That's all I know.
Right,
I know,
yeah,
man.
Clint Martin says Ross.
Goodness.
Yeah, and then Christian. Oh, please! I never would have guessed that. So Thunderbolt. Yeah. Thaddeus. Okay, yeah. There you go. That I would have taken that too. Let's fucking go. So there you go, there, Yomo. Okay, so Yomo, I already have all your information, so I'll just email that to you. So congrats, you won yet another $25 gift card to Sideshow. So I'll send that to you as soon as possible. There, for everyone who was in the panel tonight, I know it was kind of a little chaotic, you know, with the game and the championship and stuff like that. The unfortunate thing that Danny's battery died and he had to lose his title that way. Excuse me. But I do appreciate you guys being on here like always. Really do appreciate it. So that will conclude this Figures Talk episode, everyone. Thank you so very much who participated, who watched. And again, Yomo says thank you, Gio. Yeah, like always, definitely, Mr. Yomo. And then hopefully, Yomo, hopefully you're able to join us next Sunday. Hopefully you can. I know you have a newborn baby and stuff, but hopefully you can join us for the Deadpool Wolverine talk and stuff like that. So have a good night, everyone, says Mr. Brick Artemis. Thank you so much, everyone. Make sure to hit the like button if you haven't done so already. And maybe you already subscribed, but buenas noches, muchachos, says Chris Chong. So there you go. So thank you so much, everyone. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Good night.
Good night.